After a long trek across the countryside through the South Holt, parting ways with a very good friend for the first part of this journey, and coming upon Beacon in its saddened state, with the stakes raised pretty high, with a group from Narian having come back to find out what happened to their compatriots in the with the captain of the Narian Guard, or one of them. Having questioned the townsfolk and Nicodon himself, a small uprising took place with the mistreatment of the Narian guards were giving to the townsfolk in Beacon. At least one individual lost their life, with Corbin, the sheriff in town, essentially, or the person in charge of security. You devised a plan to kind of head them off when they're delved through the sewers towards the Chainless Lab, and concocted a plan to try and outwit them and convince them that you are members of the Chainless. And in the tavern in Beacon, you met a new individual, Blackstar, who you deemed fit to help you on this journey of deception. So, traveling through the woods to the mountain, up the small pass into the cave, down the elevator, which, was it Thrall has mending and repaired the chain, and began your descent, the stairs down back towards the lab itself. There were some preparations and some conversation that you said that you were going to pick back up on before getting into the lab. And so I would assume that before actually even beginning to descend those stairs, that you would have been having that conversation, or maybe as you were going.
Yeah, on the right over there, as we're walking up the hill, as we're taking the couple-minute elevator, walking down the stairs, we are going over this plan. We are getting it set out, what we're going to make sure to say and talk about, so they hear us.
Gotcha. Okay. So, do you feel that do you need to have that conversation in character? I'm assuming you do, right? Because you haven't actually had that conversation entirely, 100%. So we'll pick back up, and you guys are having that conversation en route. I will put it back to normal music.
Right, so the plan here is we're going to try and make them think we're the Chainless, so we need to figure out how to get them to believe that's the case. We don't know if these guards are the ones that are working with them already or not, so we got to kind of play it from that angle, I think. We got to... I'm not sure what we're going to say here, but this is where you're going to come in. We gotta, I think the main points here is we gotta make them want to go to one of the other bases we know about, probably the one in the Caldera. We're going to want to escape.
Oh. Yeah. I'm very familiar with that place.
Well, all the better.
The specific base?
No, not the base, baby. Just the area.
Right. Well, there's one of the Chainless have a outpost of some sort out there in the Caldera, not in either of the towns, but hidden away. So we want to direct them there.
They're very active in some of the cities down there.
Right. And we want to make it so that there was some sort of falling out between the people that work down here, between the Chainless and the Narian Guard that were here. We need them to have fallen out, which is a betrayal of sorts, trying to get them to turn on each other. And then just make sure to sprinkle in that adventure group came in last minute, and that's how we got away or whatnot. But that it was the the turning on each other that caused the Alisnarian guard to die. Something like we turned on them, we got rid of them all, but then them adventurers showed up, so we had to leave, kind of thing.
What's my role here then? Am I playing a returning survivor, back to check on everyone and make sure that nothing was left?
I think that's the plan for all of us. Help me get into character.
Where am I coming from? What is my... Do I have a name set up already? Is there something for me to fall back on in case...
You're playing an extra.
Oh. Do I have a line at least? Is there a line?
I was going to say, we know that the leader of this chainless base was most likely Tendo.
Right,
and he's
smushed in a.
He's out of sorts.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, does any one of us have the ability to disguise herself either magically or through mundane means?
I think we'll have to use what we can from down there.
Right.
I'm not sure any of us have those particular skills. But I think that's the goal for all of us. We're all going to throw on whatever garb we can from them chainless lab folk that we left down there. And be on our way out, potentially, when them guards show up. Having our conversation maybe a bit too loud. Maybe we're a bit heated about it, so we're speaking up about this betrayal of the guard. I think that's the main thing we're trying to convey here, is that wedge in between the two groups to try and push the blame off of the town and push it onto Alisnarian.
It's something we should get sorted out before we get there. The chainless betray the guards, or did the guards betray the chainless? What angle are we playing?
I feel like we betrayed the guards.
That way they're angrier at the chainless.
I think so, yeah. Because we have to think of it two ways. Is one, if the guards that are here now, if they are in cahoots with those that were working with the chainless, if we try and blame the guards, then maybe it's less likely they'd believe them or believe it, and might not take the bait as much. But if we have it so that the chainless betrayed the guards, then either way, whether these guards are in cahoots or not, they'll see that as the focus of what went wrong here.
Well, aren't we playing chainless guards?
We are.
So if we confess that the chainless scientists betrayed the guards, then wouldn't they also possibly hold us responsible, or what reason would they have to trust whatever we're saying?
Well, we're hopefully going to be able to start talking about this so they hear us out of earshot, kind of thing, and they're eavesdropping on us. We want to try and make that happen so that they think they're catching us and talking about secrets. I doubt we're going to have any time to directly talk to them, and I don't think we want to. I think we want to blabbermouth this information and have them try and surprise us and get that secret out of us, kind of thing, and then we hightail it out of there before they actually get to us.
So we're not fighting today?
I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe a little bit of shooting and running kind of thing to keep them off of us as we make our escape as the chainless who betrayed them, kind of thing. But I don't know if we're out to just defeat them, because
we want them to go back with a message. We don't.
Right.
Well, how many people do you need to deliver a message?
Insight check.
More
for the laugh, right?
For the laugh.
The more the better, because if it's just one person, I don't think he can roll lower than that.
No, he has a plus 11.
You'd have to roll a 1 or a 2 to not beat an 8.
No, even then.
It'd have to be a 1.
Real. It's so real.
Even then, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so the more that return with this story, the more likely whoever's in charge is going to believe them, I think. If only like one or two show up, there might be some question on whether they're deserters or how truthful is a eyewitness testimony of one or two person. I think we don't want to thin out their numbers at all.
Very well. I guess the show must go on.
I mean, if it comes down to it and, like, we're getting a little overwhelmed, we have to do what we have to do.
Right. So that's why we brought you along with your abilities that you demonstrated in the tavern back at the Old Hammer. Hopefully you're capable of influencing them a bit more than just our word of mouth might be.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, I think that's the plan. We we need to have a way of knowing that they're coming.
Well, I could have Java.
I was gonna say your little furry friend could hide in some of the rubble down that one hallway. See him coming. We could be at the back of the large chainless room, and then as soon as your little fella or you, however you have that works, as soon as the sees him come around the corner, we can start our conversation and start being a little loud about we need to get back to the caldera and group up with the others, and can't believe those adventurers showed up just after we turned on just in time, so we couldn't do anything after turning on what's his name, Saren, was it, right? He was that captain guy that we.
Yeah, I know his name.
Saren. Using my keen mind feat. No,
that you don't have.
Yeah, that I don't have. His name was Saren, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Saren was the captain, and then he had two with him of Thando and Reingard. Or Thando was the chainless researcher.
Yeah, right. He was the guy who seemed to be leading the chainless
right.
lab.
Yeah. Okay. Reingard was the other Ilisnarian guard that was with Saren.
Okay.
The big beefy guy that we blew up in the doorway.
Isn't that the name
Which
of the
one?
king?
We blew up quite a few.
Was it?
Dawnkeeper Reingard is the name of the king of Ilisnarian.
Never mind then. Yeah.
And speaking of the doorway fight, I realized like a few weeks ago it wouldn't have gone that way because then there needs to be plans for me to be able to cast Entangle.
Which doorway?
The doorway in the chainless lab. Like there was, I casted Entangle and there was darkness as well, but there needs to be plants there.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
I realized
is
like
that true?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
We never followed
it does say sprouts from the ground, so I guess.
When I was Toto, we never followed that. Yeah, it just sprouts from the ground. Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think there needs to be plants.
I probably still would allow it, like just kind of flavor it where it's all breaking up through the stonework and you know.
Yeah. It's mahik.
If it specifically says ground that has plants on it, that would make it a lot less useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like you can only use this outside.
Right. Like soft earth.
Yeah.
Not in dungeons or anything. Yeah.
Soft earth's like mold earth.
The mold earth and tangle combo.
Just not stone. He's referring to Shaku and what Shaku kept trying to do.
Yeah. But no, the real combo that messes people up with plants is plant growth and entangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I think we're good.
So, having had this...
Oh, bye, Forge.
Oh, your first crash.
Nothing happened to me.
Give me 14 messages that I have to log in to access the game.
Yeah, it did the same thing for me.
That's weird.
It says that me, Donnie, and Alex. Yeah. So Jason and Eric got booted for some reason.
Yeah.
Alex, your foundry's all good.
I think that is.
Yeah, my foundry's good.
Okay.
I think that is the main points of. We're heading to the caldera to meet up with the others there.
We backstab the guards.
Yeah, we turned on the guards, and those annoying adventurers showed up just in time, so we couldn't do anything with the lab till they left. And I think that's it. Those couple main points.
Okay. So you have made your way down the stairs, pretty much to the point where you can see the door that leads into the first room of the chainless lab, which is closed. As you get down to the bottom of this, Louise, you pick up on some noise coming from within the room. Sounds like shuffling around. Hear muffled voices coming from within. So do you want to open the door? Do you want to just kind of put your ear up against it to see if you can hear any better?
I'll try to see if I can hear any better after telling everyone that, guys, I think they're already here.
Okay.
So we all get a perception roll. Good job.
Didn't actually think of that. Yeah.
So you put your ear to the door. I'm not going to have you roll for a perception check, but you can hear what sounds like multiple individuals moving around, things being picked up and shuffled. Sounds like some heavy canvas kind of being dragged on the ground, and then like further away from whoever those individuals are, whatever they're doing in the next room, someone's having a conversation. You gather, having been in these rooms before, that these people having the conversation are probably in the hallway outside of the main chainless area, and in between where the office was, where Thando was. But you, from this distance and with the door closed, you can't hear what they're saying. It just sounds like voices.
Do you guys want to start talking now? What do we do?
Well, I mean, none of us are in disguises, though. I mean, if they decided to investigate, they would clearly see through our ruse.
I mean, wouldn't Chainless trying to move in the wilds dress up as normal adventurers to not get spotted?
I don't think the Chainless are concerned about being spotted, are they? I'm fairly certain they don't operate in discretion.
Right, but they'd probably have on some traveling cloaks at least.
Yeah. And I mean,
anybody who's got those, throw them on.
And I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Chainless don't actually have uniforms.
Oh, how very droll. How are you supposed to have an organization when you don't have everyone in the organization matching in at least some fashion?
Well, they have their little song and their 7-point and crown tattoo.
All right. Yeah. Let's get the cloaks on and keep your voices down. Let's try and pop this. Let's open this door a little bit, just see if we can hear what's going on. Try and figure out who's here, and maybe Xander, you can get your little furry friend to go through and take a peek.
If you just open it a crack, I can do that. And I'm gonna unbutton the furry jacket that I have on, and just toss it on the floor next to the door. So that way it's kind of it's not in the way of a cloak.
And while we were going down the elevator, could I have casted aid? On 3 people.
Sure.
It's an action cast.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right. So me, I guess.
It's concentration.
No, it's not concentration. It's 8 hours. Boost the max HP of 3 targets by 5. So I'll do me, Black Star, I guess, and nope, that's what I wanted to do.
So it's not temp, it's just max?
It's max HP, yeah. And Black Star, and I guess, resistance, I'll go with Zender.
I've got to be the beefiest level 6 wizard ever.
Thank wizard.
Because I was thinking Rizir has is temp HP, which is a pretty good buffer already, and Trell also has quite a bit of HP as well, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Cool.
So yeah, get just general traveling cloak over top. Try and
I'll
get that.
Slip on the gloves.
Take off my hat and put it away.
Okay. Oh, you're taking off your hat. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is he bald?
No, I'm not bald. Not completely.
He's not bald. He has a one straight up hair.
He's balding.
It's definitely like a little patchy, you know.
You have like the comb over, like the George Costanza comb over.
No, I have hat hair. I have. My hat has never been off my head except for when I sleep. Hat hair.
That means he he bathes with a hat. He says only when he's sleeping.
Hat stays on. Absolutely.
But
hat stays on during sex.
You also don't sleep.
That's why I said sleep.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have you guys arranged on the stairs here. What is the actual order in which you're descending the stairs? You want to leave it as it is?
Yeah.
I'll be one over. I think Xander's going to be up at the door to be able to do his summons familiar.
Yeah.
For now, and then Thrall is a rear guard.
I'm good where I am.
Okay, so opening in a crack, I remember that there were like the various tombs there, and I can summon my familiar within 30 feet of me. So are there like tombs? Like there's like a tomb within 30 feet of this door, right?
There were tables.
Oh, there were
just
tables, right?
tables.
There were tables, yes. Not
also,
tombs.
don't forget there's the wall illusion on the other side of the door.
Yes.
You need to be able to see where you summon your familiar.
Yeah, that's why I'm cracking it open like a little bit to see.
I believe from our side we can see out through the illusion. So we can see out, they won't be able to see in. The main issue here is making sure the door doesn't make noise.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
So I can... Okay.
Go ahead.
I can see out without opening the door?
No, you have to open the door, but then you can see through the illusion from your side. They can't see through from their side.
Hey, Freckles, try and cast Mending on these hinges just to clean them up a bit.
Okay.
Take a minute to do that.
It's 2 minutes because the hinges. It's 1 foot.
There's 2 hinges.
It's 2 hinges.
Anybody have any oil?
No.
Anybody got a spray can of WD-40?
I have ink.
I have a potion of healing.
I don't think those things would work.
I have a water skin.
Oh,
right.
I have Smith's tools. We can just... Is there oil in Smith's tools?
Ooh.
I don't think so. Smith's tools?
If you go in Xanathars, I believe.
Tinker's tools?
Go look it up.
It's not an exact list on what's in the toolkit.
But if you go in Xanathars,
I use a smaller produce flame and melt some of my candle and put the wax in the hinges.
Ooh, that's thinking on your toes.
Tools description. All right, so you had Smith's tools. You were saying?
Oh, even Tinker's tools doesn't really say.
Smith's tools.
None of them do. It's just this is a tool set that you need to do the craft.
So it says sugar.
Which Smith tools might not, but
the components,
I'm pretty sure Tinker's
hammer,
tools.
tongue, charcoal, rag, and a whetstone.
Yeah.
It's in the. If you want to check, it's in Xanathars.
It actually tells you specifically what it comes with.
Yeah, it says like, for example, right now I was going back up. It's like for a herbalism kit, I have a pouch, clippers, leather gloves. So I didn't actually need to buy. Oh no, I didn't have a herbalism kit back then. Morden pestle, several glass jars, and I also have cooking utensils.
It says I have a variety of hand tools, thread, needles, whetstones, scraps of cloth and leather, and a small pot of glue.
Yeah.
Which would be the opposite of oil.
Yep. Typically, you're trying to bind things together in crafting.
It would make it louder. It would just make it move once.
Alright, so I guess we're just trying to do the very slow.
Blackstar said he was melting some of his candle onto the hinges.
Wax can be lubricating.
A little bit.
It could
once.
be.
It's definitely useful in bed.
Go ahead.
This guy likes
Nobody try that.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check to see how well, or dexterity or intelligence, your choice, to see how well you can apply the wax to the hinges.
Not great. Why do I have a +4?
It's just
I don't
fine.
understand that.
Okay,
It's fine.
so Xander, you're going to go ahead and try to open the door, depending on...
Question though, I'm sorry. My dex is a 16, so I have a +3 modifier. It keeps giving me a...
from Jack of all trades.
Oh. That makes sense. Thank you.
Bard thing.
This guy plays bards.
Hard stuff.
He is. Okay, so Xander, we're going to go ahead and... This is going to be just a straight dexterity check as to... Because you recall when you opened this door last time, it absolutely made noise when it swung outwards.
Yeah,
it swings outwards into the hallway that you're in right now.
I'm also there trying to like just slow-mo it and trying to like time it with them making noise in the other room, just like a little bits at a time while they're like making their noise dragon stuff.
So then he's using the help action, so you can go ahead and take advantage on your...
Where's
dexterity
Duke
check.
when you need him?
I can take advantage, right, from him helping me open the door because I'm the main person opening the door,
Of
and he's
course.
ready to look.
You are? I thought Xander was opening the door, but okay. Doesn't matter to me.
I'm opening the door.
I don't care.
Very carefully.
Okay, take advantage on your roll.
Cool. And you want just a dexterity check or sleight of hand? What'd you say?
Just a dexterity check.
Okay. With advantage.
Please.
We'll take that. We'll take a
We
21.
21.
We will. 21 is the highest possible one I could have gotten. So,
So as you're like inching it open, and Xander, you're just like so slowly moving it. There's like a tiny sound, but it's not like echoing or anything. And you guys will like stop for a second and then continue very, very slowly. Xander, you're just sweat coming down at this point. But you, how far open?
Like a centimeter.
I
enough
just
to
gotta be able to
see
see
through
Well,
the door.
The way that it opens up, right, is there's a wall here, so it's opening this way, so you're having to open it like enough to get your head up against the wall. So it from your perspective on the map, it opens on the left-hand side. So you get it open enough, you're able to get your head right up against the wall, and you do now have a clear vision.
We need a little gap for him to be able to see a spot on the other side of the door to summon his familiar.
Okay.
That's all we're after.
okay. I would like to summon Java right here.
Okay.
Right behind that table. Oh, wait. Oh, I see the guards. All right.
Or do you want to just...
You don't really see the guards from your
okay.
perspective. You're seeing like a straight line. You can see this cage on the other side of it. Java is on the ground, by the way. Even though he's
Right. I think you want to have summoned him right across the door so he can see out the illusion and not be seen, and then he can run out if he needs to.
No, the game is paused.
You'd have to... Oh, you mean right...
I can't move him. Yeah, the game's paused. No, I'm content with this.
Okay.
I'm content with this. And I'll just whisper, all right, drag me back. And I'll look through.
Keep a hand on his shoulder.
And I will look through the eyes of my little foxy friend.
All right. Do you have vision with Java?
No, I don't.
How about now?
Now I do. Okay. Crazy.
All right. So as we've discussed previously, you can have it be a little less flavored and him not having to appear in a pile of snow to come out of the ground. So, but he still does appear into existence and kind of lands paws on the cold stone and kind of takes in the surroundings. Have him go ahead and make a stealth check, and I'll give him advantage because he's very small and he is behind the that there.
The table.
There are some other guards that technically have direct line of sight of him. So
he's a little guy and he's behind tables and such.
Okay, so can
everybody else see his vision as well, or is it just?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I can.
As long as we deselect our characters.
If you're selected on your character, you can't see it. But if you deselect your character, you can see everything.
I'm gonna roll 2d20s and add a +3 to them.
Just click and drag beside your character. You should be able to see everything.
Ooh. If you click and drag on an empty spot to do an area select.
It's 11 + 3, 14.
14?
Yeah. That's really bad. That 1 is awful. I can't believe I rolled that.
Well, one of them fails the perception check. And the other one fails the perception check. That's pretty hilarious. Okay, so Java's in. It's eerily quiet, except for the sound of these 4 guards who are in this room. And they look like they've got like giant satchels, and they're like looking over the remnants of the bodies that were in here and the chaos that was here like a couple weeks ago. There's just rotting corpses that are on the ground from the chainless scientists that you guys eviscerated. And the first thing is that Java hears a conversation going on between a few individuals in the hallway outside of this room. The 4 guards in this room are not like really talking to each other. They're just kind of mumbling and looking at things, putting a few things in a bag here or there. But the conversation between the others is, you're like a kind of a lower voice and then a female voice kind of responding, and they're going back and forth. I can't believe they killed Saren. Why would they have come down here without requesting backup? And then the woman responds, I don't know, but this is not what I was expecting. I don't know. What do we do with this? Like, there's got to be some research that was done here that they were looking into, that they felt necessary not to call for backup. I don't know why they would come down here and get themselves killed. This place looks like a bloodbath took place here. There's no way that Saren and the other guards that were here took on all of these chainless members by themselves.
As they're speaking, I'll be relaying like they're clueless. These people have no clue what's going on. I'm looking into it, but they're talking like they have no clue what's happening right now. They're wondering why their chief was even here without anybody else to help them, and this is not what I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The other thing that you catch from the kind of tail end of their conversation as you're kind of relaying this and going back and forth, the guy goes, this looks like it was a bigger operation. I don't know if this was a sanctioned mission by the Dawnkeeper himself or came from somewhere else. Why wouldn't they have sent us or one of the other groups from the Raiders? This looks like a bigger job than what these couple of guards could have handled. Even Saren by himself, being as powerful as he was, this looks like it needed to have been handled by, I don't know, one of the other groups. I can't believe that they sent us here now to clean up after this. The Dawnkeeper must know something. Well, if they sent us now, they must know something. They must know that this was a chainless lab. We have to get back to the Dawnkeeper. We have to tell him about what happened here. We have to tell the other raiders what happened here. And then they start making their way into the room with the 4 guards.
Oh, I have a great idea. I'm whisper to the group, guys, let's also pin some blame on the raiders of Nyx Ruinum, because those guys suck.
I didn't hear that, but I'm just gonna say I think these are the raiders of Alisnarian.
Right, we should blame the
I
Nyx
can't
Ruinum.
hear you.
Well, that's you problem.
You're like right. I know, but like
you should.
I don't know if we want to get anybody else involved here, because then that's something they could corroborate and check on. Let's keep it simple. If what the boy is saying is true, then we can play the angle that there was the altercation between the raiders, the guard, and the chainless, and then the chainless overpowered the guard that was here, Saren, and then them adventurers that, well, us, but the adventurers that Nicodon told them about came and finished off the rest of them, and that's when we hightailed it out. But now we're here back to clean it up, kind of thing. I think that's the angle we want to push for.
So now there's okay, I see. So there's the guards in the room, and then there's those people walking in right now.
Correct.
Understood. Okay.
Or castle.
Ooh. Just as you're thinking about what you're about to do, you do hear the woman talking to them out. There's a third elven individual who's not spoken yet, who steps up. Should I send a message to DK4, 5, or sorry, should I send a message to DK1 or 2? Request their aid. They could be here within a very short period of time. We could have them here within the next 10 minutes. And then the other guys let's at least message them, see what happens. Did you say Donkey Kong?
I mean, DK. Who else could it be?
DK. Donkey Kong.
Just send them a message. See if they explain the situation. See if they think that we require aid in this situation. Well, I just want to make sure that they are fully going to be able to comprehend what it is we've seen here. This is a direct conflict. We've taken out chainless groups here and there, but we've never actually found one of their labs. I feel like, the elite members of the Dawn Keeper elite would need to come here and see this for themselves, so they can pour through the information and share it back with the rest of us. We're just lower on the totem pole as far as the raiders are concerned. But I'll message them. And
Question.
He turns around. Yep.
Do I know, I'm assuming that this is a group of raiders, but, is there,
It sounds like this is contingencies of guardsmen that work under the raiders, if anything, of Ilisnarian.
Well, I'm talking about the people at the front. Maybe it's possible. Do cities have more than one raider group sometimes?
There is only
is there
one city,
an A and B team?
There's only one city in Novus that has more than one raider team, and it's Ilisnarian.
Okay.
And that is a known fact.
Okay, so these are raiders. They're just not the A team.
Potentially.
From what they said, you could feel safe.
That's what I'm gathering.
Sounds like that's what they were talking about.
Okay. All right, so these guys are posers. So we own them. We own them, guys.
Not exactly.
Time to fight.
We should do our plan.
I think it's time we go. We start talking from up the stairs. And
before we do that, I was saying because we don't know. It seemed, they said they fought a lot of chainless before, so they might actually not be working with them.
Well, I can't involve
but
this.
we're still trying to
Alright.
we're still
Xander.
trying to get the blame off of the town.
Yeah.
Xander, do you still have that letter you found in here about what's his name asking the chainless to make super soldiers?
I'm clocked into Java. I can't hear you. If you go through my pockets, you could certainly.
I'm gonna straight up go through your pockets and try to find that one letter.
You could just tap his shoulder. He still feels stuff happening to his body. So
you
could tap his shoulder, get him back.
Tap 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 tap.
I'll clock out. I'll clock out
like that on the forehead.
What do you want?
Yeah.
What?
Do you have that letter where what's his name hired the chainless to make super soldiers?
Those were from the papers, right? From
do you have it on you?
Yeah. Go in my
bag. You
really
do have a dreamy look on your face when you're doing that thing you're doing. I just want you to know.
Oh my God.
Xander blushes furiously he goes, "Shut up!" And then he clocks back into Java.
Okay.
I put my bag on the floor so you can look through it.
I'm
but
gonna
I do
go
have
through
it.
your
Yeah,
bag,
it's in there.
find the letter, and just drop it on the ground. It's like when they chase us, they'll find us.
You're smart for a dwarf. I like that.
For a dwarf.
Raises.
For dwarf? That's yeah. But what do you mean? Well, hold on.
Well,
second guessing
at least it
your
wasn't you're
employment with
smart
this
for a
group.
woman.
We start
I could have
having
said woman, but I said
completely-
dwarf instead.
Yeah.
completely different loud argument.
Exactly. There's a
Yeah.
lot of arguments.
Nah, I'm imagining you guys are all whispering all this information, all this stuff.
the whole
Yes.
time, and we're
I
doing
can't
it
whisper
real.
because my headset
this
doesn't
is-
pick it up.
Black Star doesn't believe in whispering.
Well,
I'm joking. I'm
I think
joking.
it's- I think what we need to do right now is go up the stairs a little bit. Black Star, you can start doing the performance of the little song, of the chainless song, and then we can start talking. We need to get to the caldera. The fight went badly. Those darn adventurers got in the way right at the end,
Okay.
and then we open the door, see them, and run.
Before
Alright.
we actually start talking stuff like that, Alex, you have enhanced ability, charisma.
I'm gonna whisper because I have no clue what you guys are saying, but I'll whisper just like, you guys can like walk me around and drag me and stuff. I can't hear what you're saying. If you need me, just tap me 3 times. But I would like, is this tub right here?
It's like a metal wash basin type thing. Sure.
Yeah. Can I have Java jump in there?
Sure. Yep.
Is it full of stuff?
No, it's empty,
Okay, just make.
but it's metal.
His little claws are gonna make noise on the metal.
Well, it's. I mean, it's a Fey like. I mean,
Faye doesn't mean he's
Close.
incorporeal.
yeah. I mean, he's not incorporeal. Sure. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I just want him to jump in and just sit there, basically. Like, I don't need him to do
Okay.
anything. It's basically just to get him to jump in there. So, like, if they start walking over to the wall, I can still make out their conversation.
Okay. At this point, because they are, even though I haven't moved their tokens, they are moving around and having like little bits of conversation here and there. I'm gonna ask for another stealth check from Java. This one will not be with advantage. You're jumping into a metal container.
All right. Awesome. 22.
22.
Noise.
So, Alex, are you casting enhanced ability?
I will when we get up to the top.
The fourth
Just
fourth
talk.
guy rolled a natural 20 on his perception check.
For a total of.
For a total of 22. He literally needed a natural 20 in order for any of that to happen. So Java gets in. It makes like no noise. He just down in there, and one of the guards is just like, "Did you see
He
something?"
gets an exclamation point over his head.
Yep.
Quick, break his neck.
As he says that, I just whisper to the group, "Start talking! Start talking!"
All right, we back up some.
You backed up some.
Right.
So yeah, and so this
All right,
fourth
I
guy is
start
going to
whistling
start.
the chainless thing.
You're whistling it.
Right? And that or they sing. They sing.
They hum.
They hum.
Yeah,
All right, they
They
hum.
hum it.
Well, then
Very
I'm
loud.
pumping. I cast enhance ability on myself first,
Okay.
and then I go for it. I do
Enhanced ability.
obviously Eagle Splendor because I am splendiferous, and as I begin to hum, an eagle's form kind of wings out, comes from behind me, kind of glowing but lightlessly, like very majestic looking.
Okay. First of all, go ahead and make a performance check for me.
Oh boy!
I think we need to give that like
Oh boy!
10. Wow.
That was bad.
10-ish seconds.
Wait, what?
Of that to make sure they hear.
That was a 4. That looked like it was on the 18 for me.
Huh.
All right.
Yeah, the dice. What do you call it when the dice is like slanted a bit?
Cocked.
Yeah, that was
Cocked.
cocked. Each reroll.
That's funny. Okay, and so how far back from the door are you starting this hum?
When Wazir tells me to hum, I will hum.
Like 3 of these squares up.
You're 20 feet back from the door. Basically.
Yeah, just so that the humming can come in, they can hear it. We want to try and time it so that when they notice the humming, we can start talking.
Okay.
And start a little quieter and then get a little louder so it sounds like we're coming down the stairs and do the step in place thing.
But you're still standing in front of the door. You're just having Black Star come down.
We're a little bit back, and we'll go like a few steps down as we get to the door. Like we're pantomiming most of it, but then like gonna actually step down 5-10 stairs at tail end of what we're saying. Okay.
So Black Star starts humming. You guys are doing your miming thing, but you are actually going down the stairs to the door. Immediately, as soon as Black Star starts humming, it doesn't. It's not like carrying forever and a day away from where he's humming right now, but it is definitely audible in the hallway because it's kind of a closed hallway and staircase that you're in. You immediately hear them say, "The Chainless! They're here! Quick, grab your weapons!" And you hear, but they don't know where the door is, though. At least you don't know that they don't know where the door is, but they don't know where the door is. So they grab their weapons and they hear it coming, and like all of them run over to where the sound is coming from, and you guys aren't at the bottom of the stairs yet. So what do you?
They're already at the door. What the heck?
They're in the room.
They pick up on it, I'll whisper. They notice.
I said like 10 seconds after the humming starts, we start talking.
Okay.
I mean, if they're dashing.
Yeah, if they know already where the sound is coming from, they grab their stuff and go over to the door. I don't know about that. But anyways, either way, in Razir's best not southern drawl, we need to get to the caldera, guys. Those darn guards really got us, but we would have beat them if it wasn't for those adventurers. I
stop the hum adventurers after he finishes that, and I say, "I know, those damn fools. They interrupted everything. I can't believe it. We would have had those guards dead to rights. Now we've got to come back and clean up this mess."
Yeah, let's grab what we can and get out of here.
Excellent. I'll chime in there as well, though. I'll try to throw my voice a little bit, but it doesn't really work because we're in a freaking hallway. Like, yeah, those dang guards. Well, we're lucky to be alive. If it wasn't for them freaking adventurers they brought. Sound like my dad.
Wow, I can see that.
Razir's trying to not sound like himself, but then Thrall's trying to sound like Razir.
Yeah, so they're going to identify us not because of your voice, but because Thrall was sounding too much like you.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, after we've said those main points of we got to go to the caldera, our base at the caldera, the guards, those darn guards, we had them, but then those adventurers stopped us. Let's get our stuff and leave. Those are the main things we say. And basically, it's then we want to start opening the door.
As we're saying this, am I picking up on anything with Java, or are they all dead silent?
You're watching them from where you are inside of this metal bin.
I'm just listening. I don't even need to watch because I know. I mean, I'm assuming that they're gathering because I can hear them.
Right.
So I'm just listening to see if they're saying anything.
So they definitely. They're stopping to listen. There was like a brief moment where there was like a chain of the information was being passed back that there's somebody here talking. The main individuals who were talking amongst themselves kind of run up to around the vicinity, like within 30 feet of the doorway, and are like looking around, and they're saying to each other, talking about the caldera? What? Adventurers? What is... Who? These are the Chainless. Where are they? Halor, use your eyes. And there's a sound of...
I don't like that. I immediately, as he says use your eyes, I snap, and I go, we gotta go. And
It's at that point that you're about to go and open the door. So, you're opening the door?
A final thing of like, do the door a little bit and say, "There's people here. Let's run," or something like that. Like, "Oh no, there's people here. Leave," and we start running. Okay,
but do you actually open the door?
A little bit, just because we do want them to kind of know where
the door
stuff is,
so they can find the letter.
Yep.
Okay, so you open the door a little, like as you're saying this because you're doing it all as a performance, obviously, right? I'm gonna ask for a roll for the entirety. Quick. Okay.
I'm sorry. What letter was it that you put on the floor?
The one that was the requisition for the Chainless to create super soldiers from the Islanarian captain. Was it the captain? Yeah, it was the captain.
There was a letter from somebody in Islanarian that was like, "Hey, Chainless, do this for us, please," kind of thing.
Right, and it didn't have names or anything on it, right?
Oh,
it was just...
It had some names. I forget. Was that one of the things you, like...
Alright, that's how we know they asked for them, is because we found this letter. Let's see if I can find it.
Hold on, let me grab my laptop.
That was that note. Yeah, we don't have that note. The rebel note is there in the orbits.
Well, that's not to write down what notes.
This note wouldn't happen to be in lore documents, would it?
No.
Okay.
No. Let's see if I can.
I don't think I ever heard a conversation with you guys. It's captain of the guard and this other feller.
Because I know we found it in Thando's office. Like, I know we have it. I'm just making sure that I have all my information in check before we surrender this note.
It wasn't a lore note. It was just a lore piece that I wrote down.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my notes right now.
You don't have notes. What are you talking about?
I do have some notes.
How else did we know?
Notes for them now.
Anyone told us.
There wasn't.
Well, it was just us eavesdropping, wasn't it? When we first showed up, we were just eavesdropping on Saren talking to the other chainless guy. Back in Thando.
And I can just reread it to you, but Thando says, "I'm telling you that they know who we are now. They're sons of the Oracle. They're bound to tell their father about us, and then we'll have the raiders of Nixrunum brought upon us, and who knows what else." And then Saren responds, "And you told them you'd bring them a serum? What happens in a day or two when at least one of them is dead? You'll literally bring an entire investigation here from Nixrunum at least. I can't have that. They'll have to be dealt with." And Thando responds, "Don't you have the ability to take them into custody for some reason? Make something up. You're a captain of the guard of Islanarian, for God's sake." Saren responds, "Yes, I'll have to clean up your mess, Thando. But if this thing has spread from Xander to anyone else within Beacon, we're going to have a much bigger problem on our hands, and I won't be able to save you from the wrath of Reingard himself. I've got to gather my men and head to Beacon directly." That was the end of their conversation.
Quick question, do you actually call him Thando?
He did call him Thando, yes.
Yeah, because I remember, I don't remember what his actual name, but we could see the name of the tokens on our first session.
It was Cameron something, because I had his name as Cameron originally, and then I changed it to Thando.
Yeah, because he told us like a fake name, I believe. He told us afterwards, but yeah, like we could see the name on the tokens. We're like, wait, that's not Thando.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just making sure that we're not giving them information that's like detrimental to everything.
So we don't actually have a note for that. So that whole thing didn't happen.
Do we have any other incriminating notes?
I think
we have to just go off of what we've said. I don't know if we have any.
Yeah, and I mean, I have everything from Thando's desk, but I don't.
Also, based on.
Why don't we just shout that? Like, I can't believe these guys hired us to do this, and now they're attacking or some crap.
Because I was going to say,
I don't know if I don't even know if we need to play that angle with these guys not knowing about what Saren was doing.
Like we found a few research notes, and in those notes, I believe it said that the Downkeeper was one of the super soldiers.
Yeah, but I don't know how necessary that is.
Yeah, we don't want to give them that note.
Yeah, with these guards not knowing there was the collusion going on, I don't think we need to play that angle. I think we just need to send them in a direction of the chainless towards the caldera. I think that's our main thing here, and be like, oh yeah, there's totally chainless here. And this was a scuffle between them, and it wasn't anybody from Beacon that did anything to the guards that were here.
Just trying to make conflict.
Yeah, okay. We're just shifting their attention.
It's a good idea. We just don't have the resources.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what we've said, and the fact that they've found a chainless lab, and based on what they've said, they were like, "Oh crap, there is a chainless lab here. Why did
with guard corpses in it?"
Yeah, like what happened here? And now that we've said what we've said of like, oh, we took out those guards, but those adventurers stopped us drove us away at the last minute, kind of thing. Will potentially, hopefully, clear anybody from Beacon.
Guard corpses,
which is our main goal here.
Yeah, that's our main goal. So as he says, use your eyes. I snap Java out of existence.
Okay.
I come to, and I'm ready to go. I'm like my foot is like bouncing. I'm ready to run.
Yeah. So Razier gets to
do like a quick jolt to get a squeak out of the door, and then say, "There's people here. Run."
Okay.
And then we run.
And then we run.
Right. So there's a voice, and so you say that, you jolt the door, it makes a quick little sound, and you don't fully open it. Halt! Who is it? Chainless? To here. Let's go. And so ensues the chase that we're now going to play out. Which
I will do one thing. Is as we're running, I want to pay attention, and as soon as one person starts to come through, crossbow bolt, just to like make them pull back and like be wary about full chasing us out.
And am I
not trying to hit him? I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Am I able to see through the door right?
He didn't open it enough, and you weren't right behind him.
I just wanted to give it a squeak so that they have to find the door, and then
even Razier didn't technically look through the door. He just gave it a yank kind of thing, and then bolted. So you guys are all now in full running up the stairs mode. I don't have a stairs map.
You don't have a long two square wide hallway that goes on for a long time.
No, I don't. So we're gonna do this.
Like to ready an action. As soon as they step, I can see one person step through the doorway. I would like to cast Entangle in that space.
Remember, it's a 20-foot square Entangle, not one space.
And it's a 10-foot wide hallway.
Yeah. I was also gonna guess Entangle. So there's gonna be 40 feet of Entangle.
What's 90 foot? Ew, I'm hoping we're farther than 90 feet by the time somebody comes through that door.
It's a 90-foot range. It's 20-foot square.
Right, and I'm hoping we're farther than 90 feet by the time somebody gets through that door.
Create 2 zones of Entangle in the stairway, so they have a harder time catching up to us.
Oh,
yeah. You do have a stairway map. You lied to us.
I don't.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
What the heck am I looking at?
Wait, can you...
No, I have
just
nothing.
Wait a second. Just wait. There's nothing on.
It's just a great.
It's a blank map. We're going.
All right,
we're going home. We're going home game drawn on a board right now.
No, I thought there was something because Eric was like, "Oh, you do have a stairway map."
No, that's not what I wanted.
Let me see if I can.
It's because he's possibly the chair.
How big is the map, by the way?
I've still never been given the watch.
It's 195.
Some uses of haste here would be pretty helpful.
That is true. You still don't have
it. Man, if only we had that.
I forgot. I would have totally, on the way to the place, given that to Xander. I absolutely would have done that.
Come on. Really?
I thought about that. I thought about that last week, and I forgot to mention it this week because I was making sure we.
It's all right. I think we'll be fine.
I would have at some point been like, "Hey, Zan Ladier wanted me to give this to you when we got back to town, but there was all this nonsense. Here you go. Here's the stopwatch."
Okay. I was trying to really quick grab. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh. There, I made the staircase. It's all good. I'll just sit here and hold control the whole time.
Quick question: we told the mayor, we told him, Nikodan, we told him we were doing this and leaving straight afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But I don't know if we gave him any details on the plan. I think we were just like, hey, we're gonna go try and get the heat off of you, and then we're out. The less you know, the better, kind of thing. So you can't be.
I believe that's what we did. Yeah.
You can remove your measurement thing, by the way. Can you guys move outside of the map? Is my question, because there's padding on the outside.
Yeah, we'll just.
Can you, like, Alex? Can you see your?
Yeah.
I can't see. I can see my character.
You mean outside? The max we can go is over here.
Okay, so you do have that then. Okay, then I need to change. Oh, what's going on here?
This one's set. I'll do that.
Okay. Okay. I should also have a visual, probably, of... Wow, this is...
Wow. Looking back at these old notes, and I am furry now and get 40 feet movement and 10 plus max HP.
The heck? Why is this so broken? What a giant waste of time.
We don't have a Twilight Cleric.
Oh. My goodness.
Oh my god. Look at her. Couldn't we just like do rectangle template, do like
I think I fixed it. Nope,
this
I
all
sure
the
didn't.
way to here, and then boom, one side, boom, other side.
Yep. There's the staircase.
I mean,
I put walls on the map. Can you guys see outside of the walls?
Can't see anything other than what's been here.
Okay.
How do I remove
well, if we're going to use
pause,
walls
so we can't move.
There... Why can't I unpause the game? There we go.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, we're outside some walls now.
Dinglins and Daggins.
Oh. Oh, there's the wall. Can I go around the wall?
Walls.
Nope.
Can move
Oh.
there?
I still just see the gray box.
Oh,
There's one door.
We can't go up. Can't go up. There's a wall in the way. We're trapped outside the walls. Whee!
And we can't actually see the walls right now. It's just there's an invisible
we just know
wall
it's there.
keeping us from Black
We can't get to Dark Star. We can't get to Black Star.
Are the walls on the wrong layer?
That's not how it works in Foundry.
Oh,
This is why
He
creating...
just needs to drag us through.
Creating maps is annoying, but other than that, it's great.
Oh, we're inside the stairwell.
Oh, Black Star was
Black Star
outside.
who was outside.
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be like it's gonna wind. Like,
Maybe.
I'm picturing like an old Benny Hill, like.
What is that?
And we're like,
what is that?
And we're going through like one doorway and coming out on the other side. Like,
yeah, Scooby Doo.
I think that's what this is supposed to be. Okay, while you're doing this, I'm gonna go to the resting room.
Send. Oh, it's the staircase. Blue shiny staircase.
Isn't that like magic missile?
Yeah, it looks like the magic missile I got. Don't you have like just? Is there no drawing tool in Foundry? You can't just like draw.
There is, but I haven't really used it before very much. So
just draw. You said go to school. Just draw the walls, and we stay inside.
Can you see that now?
Works. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. There's our staircase.
Okay. All right. So
Zero would be in the back.
I would say that at the point when you said somebody's here, run, and then you guys moved like a foot because they can see the door. They see it like open a little bit. That's when I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
The illusion's not there anymore?
No, the door goes through the illusion.
Well, no, it doesn't go through the illusion.
It opens in.
One of them said, "Halor, use your eyes."
Oh, right. That guy can see.
You don't know. You don't know whether or not they can or can't see through the illusion. Initially,
we don't have an initiative tracker yet.
Oh. Okay. Initiative tracker is there. There's like a, I'll say a full movement and dash, if you wish to, away from the door before somebody comes inside the door. So if somebody goes 90 feet in that span, and that's how far you were looking to be away, then that works. But that is what you.
And I just saw Donnie's face because you realized 20-foot move speed.
It's 25. Get out of here.
Yeah, 25. Yeah. Yes, I need to.
Very dangerous over short distances.
Yeah.
Sprinter.
Don't let him close the gap.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's what the entangle spells are for.
We're going to use our entangles to make them slow them down.
Oh, man.
At first, I rolled the first roll a 19 for my initiative.
Okay.
But because there was no tracker.
Yeah, keep it in mind for a moment here.
Oh, I have to roll initiative? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll high, please.
Oops.
Yes! Rolled high.
Yeah, you did. That means you get an
19
extra
for
turn.
Louise. Thrall is not on the initiative tracker. Black Star is not on the initiative tracker.
Nope. Put me in coach.
What did Thrall get?
17.
And Black Star?
I got a 10.
So engrossed in his own performance, he gets distracted.
Exactly.
I'm very in tune with the performance, but not with the real world.
Yeah, you start performing and you forget what we're doing. You're just like, la 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 la. Oh gosh.
Okay. So
wow, they both got 30/20s? That's crazy.
Okay. So, and you guys can't see outside of the walls. I'm going to say that you guys were actually, because it was Razir at the door, which would have been here, and then it was...
I was behind it.
Louise was behind him, and then we
behind and over here.
Okay. And then we had Thrall, Blackstar. Xander was like, well, just leave it like that. Okay. So, we're not going to go through a full initiative order, but you guys can all move as far as you'd like to from here. That way you can just go ahead and take your full movement if you're moving and dashing. And then we'll start the initiative order. What are you waiting for?
I don't know. Hold on.
Or now you're yeah.
Okay, so
And
Thrall.
Donnie and Eric are not moving.
What?
Oh, so you're going to take your full movement and a dash action if you want to.
Yeah.
So whatever that is. So go ahead and move yourself along the... Okay. Now it's the top of the round. And at the top of the round, Xander is first on the initiative order.
All right. Great. So I am going to use my action to cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
Yeah.
And so those are going to be with me now. What
does it look like? Just floating orbs
so
around you?
Around me, there's these 6 tiny like comets that are floating basically like by my shoulders. Like, you know how like War Machine has those missile gauntlets coming from his shoulders? So they're kind of like that. They're kind of like stacked up by my shoulders in a triangle formation. These little like frosty comets. And I'm going to cast those, which they're amazing because as a bonus action, I can send them 120 feet away from me. And that's how far I can see. So, and then, from that point, I don't have any actual bonus actions. So then I'll just move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Razir, you're up.
Yep. I am going to use my action to cast darkness.
Nice.
Centered on this point.
Okay. Let me grab a
15-foot radius sphere.
Sheesh.
Boom.
Which is... Oh, you already got it.
That's 10 foot.
Wow. What a spell. What a guy. And we can both see in it. We're so cute. Besties.
Does it go around corners and through doors and stuff?
Yes.
Like if they open that door after you've cast it, because
it's still there. It goes through doors and walls. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it does. I thought
darkness
it does.
spreads around corners.
Yeah.
Oh, it's around corners. Okay.
Yeah. So I think since the door's mostly closed, it is open. So it would go around that corner.
Yeah. Okay. So they on their end they just see magical
I'll
darkness
shift it
seeping
over
out into
one. I'll shift it over one. To there.
Okay. So technically, they walk in and then they're hit with a wall of darkness in front of them. Gotcha. Okay. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I have. Let's see.
Can everybody see through magical darkness, by the way, or is it just you two?
It's just us
two of us.
So everybody else...
Until everybody else who is a caster also picks up the Devil Sight.
Until...
I'm not
then we all
thinking about it.
And you see everyone else who's a caster,
dude,
because everyone's a caster in this party.
Everyone's a caster.
When you all grow up and realize that Devil's Sight is an actual strat and we can put people in darkness and just farm, that's when you'll all pick up Eldritch Sight.
It is a really strong strat, but the problem with that is we need to spend a fee, which we could spend on other stuff or to boost our ability scores.
No, yeah, of course. Okay. I'm just joking. Let's keep moving.
Anyways, so, for everybody else, it's totally pitch black down there now.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Except for you two. Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Bonus action?
And bonus action, yeah, I'm going to do it. Form of Dread.
Okay.
I gain 12 temp HP, and I look spooky to the people who can see me. because that's my thing.
Oh,
And that's my turn.
Okay. You used your movement?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
they're gonna have to spend a turn looking for the door.
They're not going to have to spend a turn looking for the door.
No, their mage
One of them
has.
is able
Yeah.
to see it right now.
They either have Devil Sight
I'm guessing it's
'Cause-
True Sight.
You don't know.
or they have a spell.
Who knows?
Okay.
He's a schmuck, though.
My guess is Tim was tired of us doing Devil Sight Darkness shenanigans, so he wanted to give an enemy who could also have Devil Sight. So we would have to deal with that.
Who knows?
That's my guess.
It's not
From now
all
on,
me
every
against
enemy
you
has a
guys.
double
Like
sight.
that's
Yeah.
like just
Ev-
try to enjoy a really
every-
cool encounter that I may have prepared or not, and yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good.
every
If this
Every
guy
enemy
wasn't
group.
napping before the session, we would have had a map for this, guys.
Okay, he is going to use a dash to get in here. Nobody was holding an action to fire or anything on you guys' end. However, he
I changed my mind on that. I did say I was going to do that, but I forgot to.
Oh well, it's fine.
Instead, we have a darkness.
Instead, they can't see us.
right. Okay, so he's going to get there. He's going to stop there and just look at the wall of darkness and just like look to his right back through the door that he just came through and kind of
Yes,
shrug.
clog it up, clog it up.
This guy is
Fireball.
going to run in here.
Yeah, right. Fireball.
He smacks the other guard. These are just like the peon guards that are with them
Yeah.
that are obviously cannon fodder. He is
Screwed.
A nerd.
he just goes running into the darkness, but he goes like on an angle and bumps into the wall and stops here. He's like, I see darkness, but I don't know if it's a room or what it is, so I'm just running. And then
that
he's like,
means
oh,
there's
stairs, and he
stairs.
stumbles, and then poof, into the wall and kind of slides against the wall. He's not prone, but he doesn't do anything because he's stuck in the darkness now, and that's as far as he gets.
Oh, that's right. They can't see that there's even stairs.
Yeah.
Right.
They're just
Pretty
tripping on
forward.
stairs.
Poof. Yep.
Face
would like
on
to-
stairs. Ooh.
I checked before. Entangle doesn't say we need to see the actual point at where we cast a spell in the description.
Just choose a point.
Yeah,
Really?
just choose a point. Doesn't say like there's a few spells that say
Choose
you
a
need
point
to
you can
see
see.
where it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna guess entangle over here, and let me do.
Oh, yeah, just a
It-
point
Dude,
within
these
range.
guys are
A
such
point within
posers.
It doesn't
They're
say
such
choose a
posers.
point you can see.
No,
No, it
No,
does
it's just
not.
a point
A
that's
point?
in range.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah, there's a
Point in
folder.
range.
Point in range.
Dude, they're lucky we're putting up a
silly.
ruse. If we were actually fighting these guys, it'd be over for them.
Maybe for the
20.
regular guards, but those other three look scary.
So right now that's the entangle.
And it's a strength
And-
save.
Yeah, strength save if they want break. Break
Oh,
free.
not when they start their turn.
It's
oh,
when
when-
they start their turn. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
believe.
the 7
Just
for
let me
the
check.
7 for the one guy.
Creatures
who's in
enters
it.
this area must
Well,
succeed
he
a
needs to
strength
make
saving
one
throw
right
or
now.
be restrained. The enchant plans.
Yep.
Until spell end. A creature restrained by these plans can use in his action. Yes, it's when they enter. So that guy should do the strength check right now. Strength save, sorry.
He did, and it was a 7.
Yeah, so he's restrained.
Aw, this guy's screwed next turn.
That won't
And
even work
then
against
that
my
whole
spell.
area is difficult terrain.
Yeah, as well, yeah. And I would like to... What way to do? And I'll move. Can I move? Why can I not move?
Because you're not.
What?
Because you're on the.
You're not in
Ruler?
token selection.
I'm
you're on
not-
the ruler.
yeah.
No.
Wait, but it moved me before.
Don't worry about it.
And here, that's my 30 feet. So
Okay.
enter.
So the guy who like hit the wall, just the two of you can see, he's now like engulfed in vines that are from the floor all the way to the ceiling, just like totally wrapped up against the wall. He's like pinned up against the wall and can't can't move, and he's shouting out profanities as he's. It's like, I was the brave one.
For a promotion.
Like thinking he's gonna die. Remember me. Oh, I'm fine. He just can't see anything. What's touching me? What's touching me? Ah!
Okay. It is now one of the other guys.
Oh, I just realized we both had a 19 in the initiative.
Oh.
Which would they have done before me?
Yeah, well, you went first because it prioritizes players.
Guys,
I have it set up that way.
I'm so excited.
You're such a nice DM.
At the end of this chase, we're gonna be level 7.
That's enough. That's
true.
Enough now.
Look at this world-altering
event. We do one thing and we ask for a level up. Not
this
even
one
with
thing
the
is
one
pretty
thing.
significant. We saved.
Oh man, we just leveled up. Good thing we're doing this other thing to get a whole other level up.
Hey, we're saving a town that we may or may not cause destruction on.
This is all definitely our fault.
Still saving it. Focus on the positives.
So that means we should go around towns causing trouble and then fixing those troubles to level up.
That sounds like a bunch of con artists.
Are we the bad guys now? Is that what's happening?
I think we might become the bad guys.
Evil campaign?
Is this just insurance fraud?
Yeah.
Literally insurance fraud. We should sell them earthquake insurance.
Okay. So you guys watch as the female warrior comes through and sees the like it obviously she sees the magical darkness that's there. She turns back through the door and she's like, "Are we going for this?" And you don't hear what the response is. She nods, grabs onto the hand of the guard, closes her eyes, and there is a as she attempts to dimension door to a place that she can't see.
No.
So we're gonna roll.
Oh, that's
He's gonna
bad.
end up in a wall.
They're gonna be in a wall.
Because again, if this is not the girl with the magic eyes, they don't know this is a staircase that goes up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
As far as they know, this is a hallway.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the spell just fails.
We're gonna see here.
Probably.
So delightful.
They wouldn't be in a wall.
It would be
the spell would just
amazing if they killed themselves and we didn't even do it. That wasn't even our plan. We actually didn't want them to die, and they just all died. It's like what's that movie?
Yeah, they all die, and then we're like, what now?
It's like Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah, that's the one.
No,
we were having a dude the other day.
Us here.
I would just like to say, since earlier Jason was like, "Oh yeah, those guys are chubs," she just cast Dimension Door, 4th level spell.
Not chumps.
Chump.
Not chumps.
Chump. Yeah, it's
Okay,
not
not
chumps.
Well, Louise doesn't know. It's only Razier and Xander that are watching this happen right now. Okay, so what happens is she teleports forward and rolled really, really high on the roll that I had her roll for to not have the spell fail. However, what happens is they come through just inside of the darkness field. At this point here, and so they step outwards, but they're still in the darkness. So you watch as they're disappear. I'm just flavoring it that way, right? And they just kind of appear on the other side through this portal and just fall onto the stairs. And they're the guard, who definitely failed his dexterity saving throw, falls backwards into the entanglement. She, however, does not. She
Strength save.
What's that?
No,
I don't think he. No, it's only when you
upon
cast
casting. It's only upon casting.
It's only up to cast.
Yeah.
Afterwards, it's only difficult to. Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, that's web that does that.
And he doesn't take any damage in the entanglement. It's just difficult terrain.
No, it's
okay.
difficult terrain. Yeah.
Okay, so she's on the other side of that.
And he's prone.
Yeah.
Wait for round 2 of Entangle.
She is going to use her action to determine that she is on a staircase. That's no. I'm sorry. The dimension door. The dimension door was.
Yeah,
the
her bonus action.
So the remainder of her turn, she spends figuring out that she's on a staircase, and then she's going to move the rest of her distance, which is there. She's going to dash up.
Huh?
To here.
What? She's got 80 feet of movement.
Cannot.
She used dimension door, which does not take up part of her.
She used 20 feet to get up to here.
Right, but she ran into the doorway.
And then
she didn't start her turn there.
Yeah, she got here.
She was like,
which means
over
she should have
here
at
or something.
most
30.
No, she used 20 feet to get in.
You're correct.
So she should have at most 10 feet left. At most.
You guys can see outside of the walls, correct? You can see the whole map and the tokens moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. She was here. That was 20.
Well, I believe
she has 10. She's going to go to there. That's going to end her turn.
Because I was just going to say, when earlier you were like moving her just afterwards, like out of the darkness, like when you were like over here, it said like in the brackets 80 feet.
Yeah.
Well, it said 80 feet because when I moved her, I was using it was part of the dimension
30,
door to get her up there.
Yeah.
And that was 30. So that would, if you were to have moved her over here, it would have been like 50 feet of movement.
Right. I can see the ghost of where she was. So it was 20 feet to this square here. Then she dimension door
and then 10
to
more.
here, and then 10 more feet, which is why she's there. Yep. Okay. Boy, this is getting a little crunchy here, guys. Thrall.
My turn. Okay, so now I see the lady.
You do.
So I'm going to go ahead and also cast Entangle. Where's the dang? Somebody make a square.
It's just below the token controls. There's a measurement control and there's a rectangle template.
Nope.
Yep. That is
Found it. Now let's also get that other guy.
I put one on there already.
So spiteful.
Why are there so many rectangles now?
That's so hateful.
Yeah,
it's you know what? Let's get that other guy too.
Oh, you want to
move
move
that
back?
guy in particular?
Here, I got it. Okay.
I did one too many.
I got it.
Perfect.
I was gonna say.
Excellent. Perfect. Yes.
You can shift it over 2.5 feet so they don't have to completely overlap. We want to maximize.
Right there.
Maximize the difficult terrain.
Right there. It's fine. Okay.
Whatever.
Well, he wanted to catch the other guy who's prone in the entanglement right now.
And I mean, Donnie, you don't actually see the other guy right now.
That's fair.
Yeah, you don't see
true.
him.
You only saw the lady coming out of the darkness.
I was going to ask if I heard the dimension door or something. It's fine. No, let me just cast it on this lady right here.
All right,
Strength save.
Strength save.
The warrior's not going to have high strength.
I mean, is she a strength warrior or a dex warrior?
I'm both.
That's a bad roll.
Excellent.
Yeah. That's a 7.
Excellent.
Nice.
Get entangled.
So
she's restrained.
The thing is, if she gets to cast Dimension Door again or Misty Step, she's just out of it.
And then I'm going to run here, and then I'm going to Action Surge, and shoot at her with Walloping Arrows.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. The first engagement of combat at the actual damage dealing combat at this point.
Oh, I mean, did the guard fall down take any damage?
he banged his knee really good.
Yeah, he's just got a little bruised up.
Stairs right now.
Yeah. We all thought the same exact thing.
21 hits, 16 does not.
Okay. So just a little damage here. That's the wrong button. Oh,
That's a great
axe.
I was doing great axe. That 16 is actually a 19.
No, but it still says longbow on your.
You did.
Okay,
for your
I did that one
+9.
right.
Yeah, it's +9.
I did that one right.
Yeah, it's only
Anyway,
damage.
10 damage. And then they need to make another strength saving throw or get knocked prone. DC 10.
Restrained is only dex, right? That they
I
automatically
believe
fail?
so. That's what I'm checking.
It is dex.
One more time. What was the save?
Strength of 10.
DC 10.
Fall down.
It's a natural 20.
Ah! Saw it coming. They were
Oh,
prepared.
and I just realized since she's restrained, your attacks would have been advantage.
Okay, let's see if
Ooh.
I accidentally crit. That's for the first one. That's not a crit. This
And
is
it's
for the
not-
second one.
Yeah.
That's not
And
a
they
crit.
don't
and it's worse.
auto-fail their dex saves. They have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Nothing changed.
Okay.
That's my turn.
10 points of
I
damage. Yep.
Did everything. Not trying to kill him, so I won't stack everything onto him. I'm done.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Just cuz, I'm gonna
Fireball.
silvery barbs her.
Oh, you're within range? It's 60 feet?
Yes, yeah, 60 feet.
Yeah. Oh, and you're 55.
You're going to Silvery Barb's Thrall.
No.
No.
No,
The
Lady
lady
is
for her
her
save
strength
on
save.
the
Yeah.
strength save, yeah.
Her strength save. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she needs to reroll.
Level 1 spell. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's a 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fall
just
down.
thrown!
And then
That's
you can give
totally, you
advantage to
should
somebody
throw
else,
the
right?
end restraint
and
right
yeah, and I'm gonna give the advantage to Razir.
Okay. We will
Make him
refer
scared of you.
now.
to this combat as the death funnel.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
mean,
in the last campaign that you guys did
there's
this in.
we only have AoE. Like
Yeah.
I am a strictly AoE wizard.
Okay.
Do not chase us down hallways. It will go back.
Yep. Okay.
Don't put baby in a hallway.
Man, I used
Yeah.
half my spells already. Whew, I'm tired.
You have as many spells left as Razir.
Yeah.
All right, what's this guy doing? What's Carrion Heim doing?
Well, he ran that way.
Hopefully not dimension dooring.
He's so funny, though.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Zender had Wall of Force right now?
Oh, I was thinking
dude.
about it.
Wall of Force would be so perfect right now.
Wall
Yeah.
of Stone. Because they would even better because they wouldn't even be able to see
Yeah,
through it.
Wall
Because
of
Wall of
Stone
Force
would
they
be
can
great.
see
Yeah.
through.
But Wall of
Yeah.
Force is level 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Level 4 or 5.
Is
think it's 4.
Chromatic Wall in 5th ed?
Yeah.
Manic Wall, I believe it is. It's like
One
a
where-
9th or 8th level spell.
The one where if you walk
Okay.
into
So this
it,
guy
you
uses
take-
movement. He is
attacks.
then going to cast
Yeah.
freedom of movement on himself.
Ah, what
How
am I-
dare? How dare?
How dare?
He's
There's a
beating
Wall of
us, guys.
Damn.
Beating us.
I don't have a.
Tim is beating us.
It's not
He's beating
concentration at all. He just has that.
How does he even know he has to do that? How dare?
Well, because he actually has 5 feet of movement left, but if he tries to take one step into the difficult terrain, he then was wasting his 5 feet of movement. So he goes to take a step in, and it's like, oh, there's vines there, freedom of movement. That's the end of his turn. that is.
I got my eye on you.
He wasn't actually able to go anywhere. His 5 additional feet, but he
and he's
knows
clogging the doorway, guys.
They can go through their own spaces. Get out of here.
they
Yeah, just like
can. Let me just make sure.
So Wall of Fire is 4th level.
And then you guys watch as this like light blue ethereal material just like lights on the. What weapon does he have? He has a giant maul that he's using. Just
let's
that's the
not go
paladin.
near that guy. Let's
That is
not
a
go near that guy at
paladin,
all. Let's give
That
him
is
a
a
wide berth.
paladin.
Oh,
Stay
Wait, was that
away.
a spell?
Wide berth is kind of our thing.
Yeah.
Let's stay
You don't know.
600
You don't know.
feet away at all times.
Both
Don't-
Wall
don't-
of Force and Wall of Stone are
don't
5th
pick
level.
apart my enemies. Okay.
I will.
Now it is Halor's
I mean,
turn.
that is their which paladin against freedom of movement again?
Look. Yes. Yes.
yes.
Only 30
yes.
feet of movement.
Yes. Yes.
Doesn't get her in. She has to dash, which means she can't dimension door. Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
technically, if she wanted to, she could dimension door from where she is right now.
Well, she can't see it.
You don't need to see where you're going with Dimension Door. Just say a point within 500 feet where you want to go.
You only need to see it if you want to do it safely.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't want your spell to fail.
Yeah.
Or your
this
body
is
to get
really,
crushed.
this is really a question of her dedication
No,
to
it-
the Ilisnarian Guard. I mean, how willing is she to
but
capture
Donnie,
the chain
with
links?
Dimension Door, you don't actually teleport inside of walls. That's the actual teleportation spell.
Well,
Dimension Door just fails if there's no space where you. But like teleportation has like a whole like a graph. Like if you're vaguely familiar with the place, you need to roll like below a 90 on your percentage die, stuff like that.
yeah.
5, and then she'd be able to, or he. It's he.
Oh.
The female is the warrior up front, who you guys have prone and restrained right now.
Yeah, we do.
Who we have bullied.
Yeah. That's what you get for trying to teleport towards us. Get out of here.
He can get.
And I would like to say that was all
into the
done.
entanglement, up the stairs, and that is as far as he can get. That's
Brutal. Brutal.
Once they inch their way through all of this nonsense and we're way farther up, we just recast all of these things halfway up the stairs.
Yeah, that's what I was planning to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Let me just double check on one more thing.
Just realized how we're getting back up with the elevator, because I feel like that's
Yeah.
pretty slow.
Yeah.
There's only one elevator, right? So.
But we
there's only
mended
one
it.
elevator.
We mended it.
Yeah, so we take the elevator,
And then you can shoot it again and break
and
it.
then we can. Yeah, then we break the elevator.
After I spend all 6 seconds fixing it.
A minute.
Seconds.
Mending is
A
1
minute.
minute.
All right, that's the end
Minute
of his
for
turn.
mending.
Black Star, you're up.
All right, Black Star grabs the pan flute that hangs around his neck, and he kind of blows a little, and he looks at the one on the ground and blows a kiss and says, "Baby, hold him off while we make our break." And I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness.
Amazing!
That's a Wisdom save.
Okay, is it a charm effect?
It is a charm effect.
I believe it is.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh no!
How dare you, Tim?
Is she an elf?
You don't know.
We
So-
do now.
Oh,
The,
Alex is playing a bard now. Let me make some charm immune characters for him to fight.
That was my specialty.
This'll teach him for abandoning Duke.
I love making fun enemies for my players.
Well, I was gonna say we know they're from Elisnaria, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of elves there, and elves have advantage against charms.
Or she could have an item or some other thing as part of her character that.
Or she could be what is
Using
it?
You
my
guys-
100
you guys-
using
you
my
guys-
120 feet of dark vision. What does she look like?
I know.
You literally told me like 2 sessions ago that you guys didn't care what I made for creatures, and I could do whatever I wanted and make up all kinds of things. I could take a spell, like spells from the cleric list, a wizard list, a bard list, and put them all into one character, and you guys wouldn't question it at all. So I'm gonna make whatever the heck I want, and you guys can just deal with the fact that this person is in fact immune to charm. So
Immune, Lord.
This guy, what a joke.
so unfortunately, your charm effect has no effect on this particular individual.
Black Star's epic first spell ruined.
I know,
Thanks,
right?
Tim. Thanks.
Black Star's face kind of deadpans, like, how
One of
droll.
those.
And then I just start running.
One of those.
Toodaloo toots. And then I just take it off.
Toodaloo toots.
You.
Okay,
And that is.
that is it.
Do you have any bonus actions you could use?
I'm not gonna use any right now.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, this guy's gonna run in.
Oh, actually, shoot.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Yes, can I do? This is a good one here. All right. I play another song as I run towards the group, and I run past them, and I play a song. Move, boys, move! And I do Mantle of Inspiration, which is a bonus action, and it grants 5 temporary hit points, and anyone that I can see can take 60 feet. Oh, wait. It can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking attacks of opportunity.
That is
Wow.
I'm so majestic as I run through. Boys, move.
And we all just leave him behind. No, he could use his reaction as well.
Up to 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't say I can't do it on myself, which Bardic Inspiration does, but Mantle of Inspiration does not. I've inspired myself because I'm so glorious. We all get 5 temp HP, and we can use a reaction to move up to our move speed without provoking attacks.
All right. Well, I already used my reaction, but that's fine. 5 temp HP will do the trick.
And since it's not our turn, we can't move ourselves right
now. So 30 feet for everybody, but
30 feet for everyone but Xander.
And
throw only gets 25.
Is that a spell you're casting?
It's a bonus action.
Is it a spell?
It's not a spell.
No, it's not a feat. It's a feature. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Class feature.
Cool.
Class feature.
It's a glamour thing.
Get out of here.
Okay. So you guys all take your movement.
Since it's not our turn right now, we can't move ourselves.
Oh. Yeah. So Xander's not moving though, correct? Because he's
Xander's not moving, and Trell's moving 25 feet.
A faint light glows around
how much?
me,
30?
and you can hear angels in the background somewhere.
30 for me as well, and 30 for Black.
Forward. Child, what are you doing? Come on.
Oh man. Okay. Well, this guard.
What did you use your reaction on?
Silvery Barb.
Silvery Barbs.
Oh, that's right.
You know, the demon was broken spell in the game after Wish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta take away my spell slot for my Crown of Madness. Dang, Crown of Madness would have been.
Kyrian just forces the guard to go.
No, I don't have second level pack slots.
Which does he have any movement left? He does.
He has one
but he can go 1. Yeah. And the other guy.
I only have first level pack slots.
I thought Crown of Madness
is stuck there in the hallway.
Nah, I thought so too.
Ah, amazing! This is really nice. I'm gonna use my bonus action and send 2 meteors right in this square. Everybody in a 5 feet radius needs to make a dexterity save.
Don't forget that guy's restrained, so he has disadvantage on this.
Yeah.
There's so much crowd control.
AoE, what's that?
AoE.
What's the DC?
AoE plus DC.
So my DC is 16.
Okay. Kyrian fails.
Okay.
The guard fails.
I'm gonna pee real quick.
So other guard succeeds. Let's see. Halor.
Don't they need to make 2 checks since it's 2
They
fireballs?
will, but I'm gonna do 1 at a time just to make my
success on Halor, and the other guard. You said disadvantage with him because he's restrained.
Yeah, he's restrained.
That's a failure.
Okay, so this first one, 2 points of fire damage. That's so bad.
Wow.
But so then the people who succeeded only take 1. But then everybody else, everybody needs to do it again because I did 2 meteors. So,
Are the meteors large in size or something?
Huh?
No, it's the little comets, and they go.
Oh, they explode.
Yeah.
It's splash damage, yeah.
I was thinking
he's basically throwing like alchemical fires.
I thought it was like a line.
Or little hand grenades.
Yeah. I said alchemical fire because it's the equivalent in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Cowards. Just like explosives.
Go ahead and roll damage again.
Okay. Let's roll better this time.
All of them
no
failed.
matter what you roll,
so
you'll roll
7
better.
points fire damage for all of them. Alright, guys. Do I throw a fireball on them?
We're not trying to kill him. We're trying to get out of here.
Keep running.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Alright, so then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So it's literally these.
And I can still see her.
little motes of fire firing off into that pitch black darkness, and you just hear. Well, Razier can hear it. Everybody else just hears like metal clanging against the stonework and from within there, and kind of like being tossed to the side with little gouts of flame. Razier, you are up.
Yep. And I'm going to.
You have advantage on anything you do.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spend anything else yet. I am going to. Actually, I need to double check something. Okay, it doesn't. They don't need to be seen by me. I am going to, with my crossbow, I'm going to shoot Mage Man.
Mage Man.
Okay.
Part man, part mage.
Shoot him.
So.
And you have advantage.
I get advantage on one.
No.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
He's gonna tell us he's a divination wizard.
Oh, I'm sorry. It would have been a normal roll because I don't have sharpshooter, yeah. So it's still I still got the crit though on that first roll.
Left, yeah.
Yep.
Is that because it would have been with disadvantage because of the long range? Or
yeah,
no?
but but the silvery barb advantage canceled it out.
Oh,
so the
gotcha.
one roll was the first roll was crit. Just only wait, or do you want me to click the roll damages button?
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
Nice.
So it's 12 total damage.
Piercing damage.
And she needs to make
No,
a roll.
it's 20,
yes.
right? 20 total.
Well, it's 20 total with it being a crit.
Right. Okay. So he
20
takes
damage, and then wisdom save, please.
This is against being poisoned or something, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, your fear.
Frightened.
Your fear.
Yep.
Because he is a scary boy.
Because undead wizard is cool.
I'm not undead. I'm humanoid.
It's a 19.
Like
Undead world.
you all.
Not humanoid.
Well, I'm not undead. I'm humanoid. Well, then they're not scared of me, and I'm going to run.
Okay. All right. So the wizard character just takes it like right in the sternum, just, and then
You're bringing me pizza. Dope.
always nice being brought pizza.
Thank you, is that wizard? It says barely injured. Holy.
Yeah, it's who knows? So this
Roll
guy
high. Another hit die like
Xander.
spends
This is just Xander's future.
half of his movement getting up from prone, and then he uses 10 feet of movement to get out of. Wait, no, that wouldn't be.
Nope, he's
That would
stepping
be
right into
5 feet, because it's half his movement to get up from prone.
And then he has 15 feet of movement.
Yeah, which
Left.
since
You move
it's
one
in
square.
difficult terrain,
So he
it's
moves
rounded
one square.
down to 5. Yeah,
With one square.
Enjoy.
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 All right, he'll move his one square then.
He's still not out
Good
of
job.
the darkness.
You're doing it, champ.
No, he's not. He's just stumbling like. Ah!
he still has his action.
We could dash if we wanted to, yeah.
Yeah,
Which he
and
will
move
do. He will definitely do
3
that.
squares. Yeah.
Okay. This guy's restrained.
All right, everybody get ready to recast.
So he needs to use his action to do
Yeah.
a strength check, not saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent.
It's a natural one.
Please
He's
check.
boring.
On the ground. He uses his action,
He-
and he's like,
Yeah. He can't do anything. He is stuck there. Okay. Louise, you're
Amazing.
up. I guess I'd
Just
This is so funny.
Let's get some space between them. I was gonna do a dash.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to recast.
Yeah,
yet.
I was gonna
Maybe
say
next
extra
turn.
dash because anyway I'm out of range of. I was thinking of casting command, but I'm out of range anyway for it, so I'll just
Yeah, don't worry about it.
full
Run.
move over here, and
Yeah, we're almost out, guys.
that's my turn.
Really long stairwell.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it's-
it is a really long stairwell. Don't forget. It's a very, very long stairwell.
Quick question: does the stairwell actually go all the way to the end over here?
It goes further than that.
Yeah, it took us like 15
It's like
minutes to
15
climb the
minutes to
stairs.
walk up the stairs. So
Holy.
yeah, it's a. We're
That was at walking
if,
speed. We're currently dashing.
If we get to the point where you guys are at the end of this, we're just gonna reset everything. You guys will be back at the left-hand side, and they'll be chasing you over there. Okay.
We're actually gonna do the whole 15-minute walk it took us to get.
Well, I mean, when it's deemed that you guys are out of the battle, if they can't catch up with you in any way, then we'll move past it. At this point, they're trying to catch up to you, and you're doing some damage to them, but you're just the CC on these guys is so hard right now.
Yeah.
There's like nothing they can do. And when I say nothing, yes, restrained and prone.
So she needs to use her action to make the strength check. Otherwise, she can't get up from prone.
Unless they
Teleport
cast
out
another
of it,
teleport spell.
yeah. If you were to teleport while being prone, would you arrive prone at your destination?
Probably.
I would say so.
I think so.
Alright.
Yeah.
But does restrain allow cymatic components?
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
Yes.
It doesn't stop any actions.
But dimensional
So,
door actually
it-
requires you to step through it.
This person who is in the
That's
front.
true.
That's why.
Because you create an actual door.
What was the
That's
damage
true.
that this person in the front, the warrior woman person, took damage from? What was that from?
Arrow.
Yeah.
It was your walloping arrow that you shot
Yeah.
at her. Gotcha. Okay. And that was an
Does a walloping
entire
arrow-
turn ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crap. Well, this is one of those scenarios where in the moment, one of you guys would be like, oh, I would have liked to have used my reaction to do this or that. And then it's kind of up in the air like, oh, you should have said it in the moment. But then I usually let things slide because I'm cool like
But
that.
I mean, if
But-
a whole turn took place,
it's a
between
whole
those, I
entire
feel like-
turn.
yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like even if it was for us, you'd say no. Though.
In this particular instance, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
But again, you're the DM. You can do what you want. Just know that we'll judge you for it.
Partially. Even.
Partially.
If it helps, you're probably already being judged, so you might as well just do what you want.
That's true. I am in fact judging.
All right. She is indeed going to use Dimension Door again.
But you can't.
What do you mean?
Dimension door requires you to walk through it. That's why it's a door.
Yep.
The only teleportation spells that could get her out of this without actually having to break loose would be
Misty
Misty Step,
Thunder
Teleport.
Step.
But teleportation.
There's a couple,
Ritual.
but Dimension Door specifically,
Or
you
gaseous
do have to step through the
form,
door.
Maybe.
But I mean, in the actual spell stuff, doesn't actually say you need to still have movement left.
Oh my god! Did they change that from to 5e?
I'm pretty sure with Dimension Door, it says you make a door, and
No,
then
it says you
once
teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive
Yeah,
at
because
exactly
I was
the
gonna
spot
say
desired.
with Tasha's now you can reflavor most of the spells. Instead of my let's say Eldritch Blast being a beam of energy, it could just be I send out flying chickens that attack my enemies, stuff like that. So I brought up that example because it's one of the examples they use, but I think it's with the magic missiles of Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. And this
I
iteration
thought
of
Dimension Door was the one where you had to actually go through the door after it was
Yeah,
made.
but if
well, the wording
in
on
the spell, what it doesn't say you need to step. Actually,
Right.
you shouldn't be like restrained by it.
Yeah, if it doesn't say that, then it doesn't say that.
It just says you teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
It's also significantly shorter.
But it's still 500 feet.
It's
That's
if
significantly shorter.
I'm
This one
sorry,
is
if this
300
girl,
feet.
if this girl puts herself in front of us, it's a wrap. It is on site.
They're gonna get mugged.
Is this one a point you can see kind of spell? And is this hallway is dark, right?
See or visualize or describe.
it.
I mean,
Are you just gonna try and find every single way you can possibly thwart?
We want to get out of here.
I mean,
Okay.
we're just trying to get out of here.
She's gonna use
I
Dimension
would say-
Door, and she's gonna appear right here.
yeah, I mean, she
Oh,
can
the
visualize.
slow-
Like she's like, it's a giant stairwell. So,
Over
None
here.
of you have counterspell.
I do.
Not. Am I in range?
You
feet.
were
I don't
not
think so, no.
within range.
No.
Yeah.
not.
No. It's 60 feet.
Worth a shot.
If I had spell cyber.
Remember when spells had leveling ranges?
No.
back
Oh, it
in
was
my
awesome.
days.
It was really cool. You get like an extra
Okay.
X feet per level.
So she is going to use half her movement, so she's no longer prone and she's no longer restrained,
Now she's just gonna die.
and she's
Yeah.
standing up in the hallway. Wait, we just want to talk to you. Stop attacking us. And that's going to be the end of her turn.
No.
Thrall, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna shoot 2 regular arrows at her. Get out of the way! Pew! Pew! That's disappointing.
Oof.
Oof.
Neither of those hit.
That's
yeah.
rough. That's
Oh,
tough.
those are 16 and 17. My arrows are +1.
Those are the adamantine arrows.
Yeah, I should stop shooting those.
Yeah.
I have those equipped for some reason. Unequip. Re-equip. Cool, that's what you... Do I have a bonus action? No.
Did you move?
Yeah, I already moved.
You did?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I'm so
Probably.
mad. She also has the True Sight spell, and I forgot. Okay. She's all that stumbling around in the dark she was doing. She didn't have to be doing that at all. In fact, see, she could have cast it on herself, walked in there, and then not be hindered and not have to only Dimension Door on the other side of the darkness. That's great. Okay.
She still would have ended up here on the same turn. It would have been one turn to cast True Sight, and then the next turn Dimension Doored.
Right. She wouldn't have been restrained. And yeah,
But it's not like
things
the
would've-
restraint did anything.
things would have been a little bit different. Yeah. It's fine.
You know, because both True Sight and Dimension Door are action casts.
Right. That's true.
And that's her second turn only right now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't.
Yep. Okay. All right. He is going to walk up the stairs. He has to be within the darkness.
Yeah, that's it. 30 feet. Oh, he has freedom of movement. That's right. Shoot.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Full movement up to here. That's the end of his turn. Haler's up. Actually, he's not going to do that. He's going to take one step into the darkness, and he's going to cast Freedom of Movement on Haler again. Here we go.
What can he see, Halo?
He walks into the darkness, and
Sees
you know what?
blackness.
Just for you, I will have him make a perception check. But
Excellent.
I don't think that's going to be a problem here.
Doesn't it? Is freedom of movement the one where it's just you just have to touch them?
Correct. It's not
You
touch.
don't have to see them.
He accidentally touches the peon guard in front of him.
No.
So
So
a strange one.
it definitely is successful. Halor now has rate of movement. It's now Halor's turn, and Halor can see. Halor is going to move the full 30 feet of movement here. What is my range on this? Oh boy.
Fireball.
To keep life fair, Tim,
Yeah.
would Carrion have used the rest of his movement to go through? He only used 5 feet to get up to Halor.
Yes, he would have. But right. You're right. So
Be at the edge of the darkness.
At the edge of the darkness. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Well, he used it. Oh, yeah.
okay.
Or that's 25. So he
Nope.
actually. Wait, no.
He moved already.
Oh, I was,
so
yeah. I was gonna say because I was just at the border and it said 25.
It's
so that's
30.
why
Yep. Okay. Halor steps forward and
I don't like this guy.
swirls his hands in the air as behind Louise and in front of Xander, the air begins to shimmer with what looks like icicles kind of floating in the air slightly that become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until there is an entire wall of ice
Sleet
in
storm.
the actual hallway separating Louise from the rest of the group. Louise is now on the side of a giant thick wall of ice, with the Kodun character, and all the rest of you are on the other side of the wall of ice. Which I will go ahead and mark. What is the... Oops, that's not at all what I meant to do.
So that's. Am I aware of what this spell actually is?
I would say you probably have... You know what it is, sure.
Wall. It's a wall of ice.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was a wall of glass.
It's not a wall of glass, no. It's also not a wall of force. It's a wall of ice. It's comes
That's
up and,
6th level, dude.
Yeah.
It is. And so that was movement, action, and yeah, that's the end of Halor's turn. Blackstar.
Oh boy, howdy. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Alright. So, Blackstar seeing this is gonna go ahead and move up the rest of his distance. Oh wait, oops, didn't pick that. Okay. Here. And then I'm gonna produce a flame kind of crawls down from my head and across my body, and as that does so, my arms kind of flare up and a flame produces in my hand. I'm gonna just kind of push it into the ice wall and see how that goes for me.
Is it that you have to roll damage for that, right?
I do.
And would it normally be a saving throw? For
No, it's
using it?
just it's a attack normally.
Okay, so make an attack roll.
Choo.
14 does hit, so roll damage.
Woohoo!
Nice.
8 points of damage.
It's fire
Okay.
damage.
Yep, fire damage. Oh, fire damage, right?
Yeah, I think it's vulnerable or something.
So it definitely starts to deteriorate and melt away. The stairs now are slick with this icy cold water that's flowing down them. And you've gotten almost halfway through the wall.
Holy.
Gentlemen, should we discuss a change in tactics? And then I'm just gonna go ahead and end my turn.
Okay. the end of your turn. These guards are so annoying with this entanglement. They literally like
they're so helpless. They're like babies.
I mean, they're compensating for the rest of the group. So far, we've seen one guy cast Dimension Door twice, another one cast Freedom of Movement twice, and one just casted Wall of Ice, which is a 6th level spell.
I'm going
also
to...
the True Sight spell.
Yes, yeah.
I'm gonna throw at least one meteor at this wall in like the same area that the Black Star was hitting it with at.
Okay.
And that's a save, so it would fail, right? I just hit it.
Correct.
Okay.
Just roll your damage.
So
on
that'll
Black
do.
Star needs
So
to do
that
a
does.
save
You're also
as well?
hitting.
Six.
You're also hitting yourself and Black Star, or just yeah.
Oh shoot, that's right. How tall
Or
is
just
the
Black
ceiling?
Star.
Just me, because it's 5 feet, right?
Yeah, it's
in
5
the hallway
feet.
here, it's probably about 10 feet high.
Okay.
Well, you only rolled a 3.
Yeah, I only rolled a
12 feet
3, but I was throwing 2, so.
So each of you needs to make a check to avoid the damage, or no?
I don't. It's just him.
Black Star.
Ouch.
Which you fail, so you take 3 points fire damage, which
Yeah,
you're
but
I'm
he has
resistant to
yeah,
fire.
you're resistant. And then the
Stay
other
one
is so that's 12.
Thank
So I
God
think
for Ganassis.
That does it, right? It's 30 HP. It took 16, then 6, 22. 6 is 12, so 32.
Do I
Could have
save again
upcasted. You
for the
don't
second
know.
one?
Yeah, it could have been upcasted.
Yeah.
It's true.
You need to do a second save. Yeah.
It took
19 on the second one.
he
For
rolled
another
a
1 point for you.
1 point of damage. Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah.
what did he roll? He rolled 8 on his damage for his
Yeah,
flaming
so
hands,
that's
right?
16.
My 8.
Vulnerability isn't double damage.
Is that not what it is?
I thought it was.
That's exactly what it
Pretty
is.
sure with
Yeah, vulnerability is doubles.
damage. Yeah.
Vulnerability is double damage. It's exactly what it is.
Okay,
The opposite of resistance.
Which is half.
No.
it's not the opposite
Well,
of resistance.
Yeah.
It's
not the
the
opposite,
opposite of
but-
immunity.
No, because immunity you take straight up no damage.
Yeah,
It's
I'd say the
mathematically it's not the opposite, but
yeah, but I'd say
thematically
the
it is.
opposite of immunity would be you take
infinity.
specifically this point of this type of damage. You
Straight up
die.
It's
To
the
die. It's to die.
power would kill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
that's the case, then yes, that and I believe with Wall of Ice, it's a 10-foot section of wall that's damaged at a time, according to the description. So this
Okay.
entire section of the wall, ice wall, is gone now. So it just melts away, cascading
So the
ice
second one I
downwards.
take, what, 3? 3 damage?
No one.
Yeah.
Because he succeeded on the save and he has resistance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
so
that's true.
So you
one.
take another. So you took 2 whole damage from those 2.
Yay,
meters.
temporary hit points.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
he's actually taking damage.
I take
Yeah,
no damage.
10
Okay, and then
So ridiculous.
I'd move through there. Okay. Well, I have my action.
Yep.
I'm gonna try one of my neat little tricks. One of my cute little tricks that I have. Can this person make me a Constitution saving throw?
And by this person, you mean the person in front of you?
Yeah.
Is this a spell that you are casting?
No.
Okay. Just a con save.
Yeah.
It's a 15.
That's a fail. DC was 16. So the creature is encased in a field of magical energy until the end of my next turn, or until the creature takes any damage. So it's considered incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
What is this that you use?
Shooter.
Momentary stasis is my 6th level feature.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's like Monk Stunning Strike, but at range.
Yeah. Wow, that's incredible. Okay. So incapacitated. Yeah.
And
straight up, you do nothing.
Yeah.
No actions or reactions.
And I look back at everyone. I'm like, do we talk? What do we do? What do we do? I didn't expect you to get in front of us. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. I need to go put Nova to bed. So Razier can think about what he's going to do on this next turn. And I will be back in a little bit to finish up this chase in the hallway. And see where it goes from there. All right. Xander did something cool just now.
I did.
And
I did.
wow, that's no. And now it's Razier's turn.
Okay, done.
Me too.
It's 1 square of difficult terrain for this guy?
Yeah. So that'd be 10 feet, so you'd have like 20 feet after that.
You'd get to 25.
Right. 25. And then he'd have to dash.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This guy... I'm just going to skip him. Louise, you're up.
Do we need to be in a certain range for
I want to make a strength saving throw in the meantime, just in case. Because whatever.
Alex's inspiration or Black Stars? Or his Glamour King?
That's a great question.
Within 60 feet off. We're fine. Should be fine, so I'm just gonna over here. And yeah, I don't have any useful spells I could use, so yeah, that's
his Mantle of Inspiration is what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's
the 60 feet should only be when he initially casts it. You don't have to stay within 60 feet of him.
No, I mean, yeah, so
in case he wants to use it again.
So we could stay within 60 feet of him, so we could
gotcha.
all get it. And now it's the guy who's incapacitated.
Okay. This person doesn't have the opportunity to make any kind of checks. It's just for the duration of the spell. Because this happened the last time.
It's until he's incapacitated, the condition, so he can't take any actions or reactions.
And no movement. His movement is 0.
Well,
right?
And no movement, yeah. And that's until the end, I believe. Is it the end or the start of Xander's next turn?
It's the end of my next turn.
Gotcha.
End of your next.
Does it actually say it does? They don't have any movement.
Yes.
Funny enough.
Yeah, so technically, you couldn't move 30 feet, and that's it.
What?
I guess they could move.
Yeah, because technically,
because it doesn't. Because restraint specifically says speed is 0.
Yeah,
we're talking about
incapacitated.
Totem? No, it says the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Oh,
the feature says and has a speed of 0.
Incapacitated and has a speed of 0. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but so I mean, just incapacitated.
So they can talk.
You can't take any actions. Technically, it's a move action. Like it's a bonus action. So technically, even then, he wouldn't be able to move, but his speed is also 0. Those
I would say
2 different things.
It's a wall of ethereal energy around this person.
Yeah,
right? Is that
for this.
Yeah.
For this, yeah.
Yeah, for like 6 seconds.
A wall of ethereal deliciousness.
Awesome.
Deliciousness.
So she's just angrily, just convulsing, kind of.
I was gonna say she's just like a mime, just stuck in a box.
The way I imagined it is more like it's perfectly encasing her figure. Like she's just kind of stuck.
Right.
In whatever shape she was in. So if she was like this or whatever, but she's stuck now by this translucent blue encasement of magical energy.
Like the bad guy in the first Incredibles who uses his finger laser to
yes,
freeze people.
Exactly. Yes.
Syndrome.
Yeah. Couldn't remember his name. Okay, so her turn's over.
You better start. He's a memorable character.
All I want to do is move. Okay. Wow. Literally nothing he can do. So he's gonna dash. Halor, however,
Wow. Music got real calm. Yeah, this is a jam.
is going to fire off 3 arcane bursts in the direction, 1 at Xander, 1 at Thrall, and 1 at Blackstar.
How dare.
What happened?
Being
Magic missile.
shot at.
No.
It's not magic missile. Nope.
Oh.
No. This one's against Xander. That is an 11 to hit.
So I have news. That is just my AC.
You don't have mage armor on yourself right now?
No, I never casted it. I mean, I realistically, I probably would have cast it coming in, but I didn't say it, so I'm not going to act like I did. So that'll hit.
Okay.
It's fine. We're gonna get away. It's fine.
You
Go.
take 23 points of force damage.
We're
Good
fine.
Lord.
I'm good.
Okay. Second attack coming in against Thrall. Oh, that was almost a natural 20.
This is Melf's magic missile or whatever. Or what is it? The other one. The hypoallergenic one?
The hypoallergenic one.
It's something else. It's a new thing that's on newer monsters. It's a 15 to hit Thrall.
Nope.
Okay. Third one against Blackstar.
You wouldn't get it, Eric. It's part of the new battle pass.
What is this game? It's a natural 1.
No.
Excellent. Shoots himself.
That's
the
the
poor guard
magic
in front of
missile.
him.
That's what
It is the guard. Yep.
Oh no.
He dies.
He's in the back.
He's gonna.
He's the only guard that's like,
Oh.
yeah, I'm doing it.
Nope. He totally fails. Let's see what this damage is.
No.
Max damage. Is it actually?
Shoots him in the back.
God.
Is he dead?
Well,
He's-
we're gonna get blamed for that now. God
He's-
dang it.
Oh,
He's so dead. It's force damage. So his body just in the center of the hallway.
No.
He's like firing up,
off.
bang in the hallway.
Oh no! The one guard who got through all the entangle nonsense gets shot in the back.
He was so
or whatever.
he was so
Oh,
happy.
no.
He was like, yes, I made it.
Oh no!
He felt no pain. He was eviscerated in an instant.
He probably had a family. Oh no!
Oh man, dude.
Oh gosh!
Halor's like, darn it, Daryl! And then
Daryl.
I'm writing that name down. Daryl shot down in his prime.
Blackstar, it is your turn. Are you doing what
All
everybody
right.
else is doing and just moving your full movement and nothing else?
I'm going 60 feet, and then I'm going to Mantle of Inspiration again. Everyone within 60 feet of me gets an extra 30 feet of movement for the reaction.
Wait, we get an extra 30 feet to our
Well,
reaction?
you
or
just- No, you get to move your reaction. So
Yeah,
30
move.
feet,
Yeah, all right.
except for throw. Got short legs.
Oh, God. Could you imagine that with a monk in the group?
I can't move, but 30 feet.
And everyone has
Oh.
a 5 feet.
Get your measurement stuff out of my
10
way
HP.
so I can see what I'm doing.
No.
Okay.
And temp HP don't stack, so it's just like it renews the one we had before.
Your zero moves 30 feet. Xander.
I'm gonna go throw an extra 5 feet, but okay.
I did? I don't think so. He was directly in front of... because Troll only has 25
Yeah.
feet of movement. Gotcha.
And that's my turn.
Did you move me? No, you didn't. Me and Zender were still in the. Oh no, Zender was. Oh no, never mind. You didn't move us.
I don't think you weren't directly adjacent to this person.
No, I wasn't. Yeah. Was I after my turn? Yeah, it was after my turn because you asked, can you take like reaction stuff like that? I was besides him at the end of my turn. Yeah.
So Louis still needs to move 30.
Yeah, because we can see right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
God. That feature would be so insane with a monk in the group.
Yeah, just.
Okay. I reserve the right in the future that when something is chasing you, that they just get away. And I'm going to end this encounter here now and say that you guys run ahead up the stairs and are just too fast. There would have been some more, unless you want to keep going here, because they would technically still be chasing you. If you want to reset the map and keep going, we can do that, but it's 10, and I figured we could do something other than continuing this encounter for the entirety of the session.
The only thing is this person's like right there, and we have to get past them. But with all 5 of us here and everybody, the rest of their team way behind, would probably be able to do it, unless they got something super sneaky up their sleeve.
Let's go one more round, and we'll see where we're at in one more round. Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm going to remove... Oops. Or I'm not going to remove. Okay. Remove these fields. These guards, there's just no way that they're going to catch up to you. So I'm going to just put them over here. Don't worry about those guards. And then we're going to shift as far as we can. How much room do I have to move everybody? 70 feet. So we're going to move everybody back 70 feet. Which doesn't give us a whole lot of room.
We'll be able to do a group select, right? Yeah.
Okay. In fact, I'm going to just straight up remove these guards from the turn order. Which one is this? Oh.
You still have the restrained one, yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, that's
it. That's all of them. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah. So.
Well, there's the dead one that's still in there.
He's still in the turn order?
Yeah.
No, he's not in the turn order. He's just dead.
Well,
yeah, I haven't set to remove them.
Yeah, but if we click on the combat encounter, there's just guard, and his name is Ren since he's dead.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he doesn't show up if you do the pop out one. That's funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have it set to automatically pop out.
Yeah, but with the amount of stuff that was on there, I removed it on my end.
Oh, okay.
Because there was just too many, like entities on the one stuff. Yeah.
So full move and dash for Xander. Anything else?
No, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Now the person's unstunned.
Yeah, he's no longer under stasis. Yeah.
So because it hasn't come back to her turn yet, she has her reaction.
Yeah, yes. She does.
Right. Until it goes past her turn, then she has another reaction after her turn goes by?
At the end of her turn, she gets her reaction back.
Gotcha.
She used it, yeah.
Okay. All right, Razir.
We just keep a running. I run past.
You ran past her?
Yep.
Yep. She is not going to take an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Bold.
Okay, so...
Daring.
You're going to
dash? Let's see. Am I going to dash?
You should shoot her so she gets scared.
I call it bold and brash.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do it on my way by. I think.
Okay.
Let me double check.
For sure, if you're within 5 feet, you have
Razier's running by, and he's just like, boom! Just thrusts at her.
Oh, actually, I'm going to step up, and I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp at this individual.
Oh.
That is evil.
They're wearing
He's
metal
going
armor.
to step up and do it.
Terrible roll. Terrible
Does
roll.
she have metal armor?
Terrible roll.
Oh my
does
god,
she have
dude.
metal armor?
Metal armor.
Oh, actually, that's true.
No.
Alright.
No.
He's lying.
Okay. Well,
It's DM
Then-
versus player.
and nothing happens, and I move on.
Stop it. Okay. So you're not okay. So you used Shocking Grasp. You ran up there. Louise is up next.
Alright. I would like to cast a command on her.
Ooh.
So she needs to do a wisdom save. You see 15.
She's gonna go ahead and counterspell.
Alright.
Um,
I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that. Just counterspell for a first level spell. And I guess I'll move.
so here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just be sure. Yeah. And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
And turn.
On her turn, she's gonna go ahead and move here. Blackstar, would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Do it up.
Okay.
Okay.
9 or 21.
21 hits.
Terrible roll.
This is just regular slashing damage, right?
Yeah.
It's magical.
Okay. 7
Is it
points of
magical?
damage. Isn't it magical?
Why
Yeah,
would it be
if
mad?
it's your I say packed weapon. It's not like packed weapon. Your X-blade weapon, right?
I don't think so.
Well, you're using your charisma to hit with it, right?
Yeah, I'm using my charisma, but it's
Yeah,
not
it's magical then.
Why?
Because you need to attune to it and it makes it magical for damage resistance and stuff and immunities. It counts as magical.
Didn't say that.
It doesn't it?
Uh-oh.
It
I
does.
think that's later on.
It's the actual fact. I thought the two of them did it.
Wow,
What's the one?
This Blackstar
It's
guy's got
warrior.
lots of spells.
Sure
A
do.
lot of spells, yeah.
That's okay, I do too.
Yay.
Okay, so you did 7 points of damage. She kind of takes it. And then, so for the rest of her turn, she has a spear that she's using. She is going to go ahead and make 2 attacks. One against Xander, first off. Oh my gosh. So 13 to hit.
Shield,
Uh-huh.
so it doesn't hit.
Uh-huh, that doesn't hit. Okay, second one's going to come in against Razier.
Oh.
For a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is... Why did that not roll correctly?
Silvery barbs.
You gonna silver barbs it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You already used your reaction.
Oh, you did already use your
Oh,
reaction.
biscuits.
That's too bad because it was a natural 1.
Biscuits.
It's 8. So it's 8 points
What did Blackstar use his reaction for?
as
My
a.
attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It is 8 points of piercing damage, and 21 points of necrotic damage.
Good lord.
Which you are resistant to, I believe. Right?
No.
You're not?
No. 21 necrotic damage.
Correct. And then...
Ow.
Uh-huh. Is this for serious? Can I really do this?
No.
He's like, wow, guys, sorry, I didn't balance this.
No, it's part of, I didn't design this this monster. That's not true. I added a few spells, but yeah.
I didn't design this. I just made it stronger.
I just realized this, Eric. Your 6th level feature makes it so you can shift the damage type to necrotic. And when you deal necrotic damage, you can add a die to damage.
Yep.
So like, I don't think you did it, right?
I haven't.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I've hit one thing since I've gotten that feature.
That is true. Yeah.
And I didn't want to. Wasn't trying to hurt him, so I haven't done that.
According, yeah, I'm not even gonna say it because you guys just have to it works this way. So, Eldritch Blast is a ranged attack, and so would have disadvantage on the ranged attack if there's a creature within 5 feet of them. Correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Louise, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom save. All right. Is that a spell?
Yes, it is.
It is, so I have advantage because of the rod.
Nice.
23 is a success. You feel some kind of interesting magic come over you as though something were about to happen to you, but it does not happen to you.
Gosh dang, blade singing wizard.
She's not a wizard. That is the end of her turn.
She's a monster.
Throw. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move here and make 2 attacks against her with the walloping arrow.
Okay.
Ooh.
27 definitely hits. And
Wow.
so does 26, yep.
Oh,
Thrill's angry.
Holy schmoly!
Enjoy some damage. And then make 2 strength saving throws, please.
So it's 15 points of damage. Strength
Do you want to
saves.
do your little smite thing? Or?
I'm not trying to kill them.
15 on the first one.
Yeah.
And a 7 on the second one.
Get knocked prone! Get the floor!
So gets knocked up against the wall, falls onto the ground. Yeah, she's on the ground now.
Alright, cool. That's my turn.
$175 No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, sure. She has a 200 move speed.
No. Full dash, I think.
Does freedom of movement boost your speed?
If he hadn't moved,
No.
he's gonna guiding bolt throw.
No.
First. Three, 4. It's 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And you take 25 points of radiant damage.
I'm gonna use my reaction for protective field.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm not. I'm gonna save my reaction for moving. How many did you say? 20...
25 points of radiant damage. As bolt just slams into you.
That's fine.
I don't think he has any bonus actions. He does have a bonus action, but he's not in range for anything, so that is the end of his turn. Halor. Movement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was this hallway lit up? I don't remember.
It's not, no.
Wait, so that means the first time we went through. Oh no, we had Duke who would have guessed the light. I was gonna say Louise would have been going through like, is there a step there? Because he didn't have dark vision back then.
The reason Eric's asking is because he wants to know whether or not all these guys can see in the hallway, and obviously they can.
That far? Heck.
Because he made it up.
Yeah, wouldn't he get disadvantage for shooting into the dark?
Well, it depends on the range of their dark vision.
That's also true. It's either
And
60, 90, or 120.
One of them has true sight. I don't know how that works with darkness and like the range.
It does not.
Does
as
not.
far as I know.
Specifically
Unless it's
magical
darkness.
Well, it's a range. Even if it's true sight, it still has a range.
I don't
Yeah.
think true sight doesn't. I don't think it has like built-in dark vision, unless it's magical darkness. Unless I'm mistaken.
I don't know.
Anyways,
none of my characters ever had true sight. So what do I know?
anyways, he can't do anything, so he's gonna dash.
Good.
I mean,
The true seeing spell does not give dark vision.
right.
All right.
I was only talking about true sight for the magical darkness that was there originally. Black Star is up.
Yeah.
We might end up doing one more round here. We'll see.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this person on the ground.
Why? Can't you do the run thing instead?
I can. That's a bonus action. I can still do that.
Because they're prone, you would have disadvantage.
Yep.
Don't forget.
Which is silly.
Unless you
That's
walk
so
within
silly.
5 feet.
Double five.
Unless you walk within 5 feet of them,
Then
and then it would be a normal roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
2 13s.
But you rolled the same, by the way.
Yeah.
13 does not hit.
All right. I get 2 of them. Hold on. That's better.
22 definitely hits.
All right. And then they're pulled 10 feet towards me in a straight line.
Oh, he has it!
She's gonna silvery barbs your attack. So go ahead and
Again?
go ahead and roll again.
All right. Well, you just roll one now, not disadvantage at least.
That was a 1.
No.
Can she get? Well, nobody's in the way. Technically, Xander's on the other side, but it was only if somebody's in the way when you roll in that one on your attack.
Can she do that prone? She can't do that prone.
She can. She sure can. And can she give advantage to herself? Is the question.
I think so.
You can choose yourself.
So.
Says it right in the spell.
Yeah,
You
you
can choose yourself. So she's gonna give it to herself. She's advantage.
Great. All right. Well, I look and I say, and I'm
Dios
just gonna-
míos.
I know. Wrong guy.
You have your movement.
Yep. I play my flute again. Pan flute. Let's move. Let's move. And then everyone gets Mantle of Inspiration again.
Except for me.
Yep. You can't move.
Well, you
so
still
I try
get the temp HP.
I was trying to pull them so you could.
Oh yeah, I get the temp HP. That's true.
Yeah, you still get the 10 HP. Everyone else gets to use their reaction to run 30 feet if they want, or
What'd
their
you
max.
use your reaction for?
Shield.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because if I get hit again, I'm in trouble. So
yeah. Oh no! If only we had someone with healing word.
Like a U thing.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I have it
and
too,
I had
guys,
it.
don't worry.
Run, throw.
Oh,
run.
sorry, I have to move everybody. Thrall can't move. Oh, 25 feet there. Razier goes 30 feet. Louise goes 30 feet.
Wait, would I actually still be in range?
Black Star gets to move.
I wouldn't
yeah,
move
go
20
ahead.
feet.
Right.
I'd move so I'm still within 60 feet. So just
Okay.
one square back. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay,
And that is my turn.
and your turn. Xander.
Oh, she's the worst. I would have pulled her 10
Alrighty.
feet, giving Xander a little no attack of opportunity. Stretch.
would that have? It's forced movement, right?
Yep. She wouldn't get an impact if he moves away.
All right.
Yeah, she's still not gonna get one because she's
doesn't
using
get
a
one,
reaction.
Let's try this
Okay.
again, shall we? Go ahead and make Constitution saving throw for me.
How many times can you do that?
Proficiency,
5
bonus
times.
Oh, it's
Or no, it's your-
intelligence
your-
right now.
It's a 10.
If that was printed
That's a
like
fail. She's stuck again.
Yeah,
Incapacitated,
there it is.
0
Okay.
speed. All right, we're free, guys.
we
Yeah,
totally
that's
got
2,
away.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, because now that we're past this person, we're gonna do our double entangle, difficult terrain thing again, or whatever we end up doing.
a
Yeah,
bunch
well-
of them have freedom of movement, so it
Yeah,
wouldn't
it
do
doesn't
much.
matter. They're not catching up to us. We're free.
Okay.
Too fast.
So at
And
this point, then, what were you gonna say, Louise?
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say,
Felix?
if she succeeded on her save, I was gonna cast command and tell her to run the other way.
It's all right. I was gonna make her re-roll too. So
Wow.
Evil.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So we'll go ahead and cut to the end of the chase sequence. I mean, they're still running after you, right? The two behind, and after the incapacitated wears off, you guys are putting down all kinds of fields of whatever garbage to stop them from following you.
And we get
Some of them are
Mantle
running
of
through it.
Inspiration.
Mantle of Inspiration. You gain
Yeah,
on
we'll just-
them.
Going.
Okay.
Zoom.
I mean, yeah, you guys made it to the end of the map for the second time.
Turns out
Well,
it's
for
like
the
an old
second
video game
time,
where
we
it
only
loops.
moved about 7
We
feet
sh-
the second
We
time.
show up
Yeah.
behind those guards that are at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. I guess we can bring it back to the world map because I don't have any other map to bring you guys back to. You
You
get to
don't
the
have one for the
you-
elevator?
You run.
Come on.
You run.
yeah.
They catch up to you at the elevator. Let's restart the battle all over again now. So you guys get to
No.
all the way up the stairs. You can hear them in the distance kind of clattering and clanging and trying to get their way towards you. You make it to the elevator, which does take a bit of time to get up, but even by the time all of you get up in the elevator to the top, they still have not emerged from the stairway. You make your way down the side of the mountain into the forest.
Break the elevator.
You're gonna break the elevator?
I would like to use my adamantine axe, which is excellent at sundering objects, to smash the chain.
Smash the chain. Okay.
And I would like to assist him by
Dude.
hitting the things, but he's hitting with the. I guess.
Can
No,
you
I would
Another
imagine-
adamantine weapon.
No, but
you
I
imagine,
need
like-
to take out the portable hole, take the weapon out. Like, so,
Well,
that's why I
10
might
feet
just hit
down.
it-
You gotta,
You guys should
Yeah,
keep
I'll
one
just
on
hit
you.
it with my magical stick.
I'm picturing like a Final Destination scene here, where like we're at the top and they're looking up and they're in the slot, and
It's
it's
just like the camera zooms into their
We cut
face,
the
like,
chain.
Yep. All right. So Thrall takes the adamantine item or weapon, the great axe you're using, right?
Yes.
And just whack, whack. Probably only took the one whack, but anyways, you sunder it, and it breaks the bottom, splintered metal bits, and it's just destroyed at the bottom. It's not to be used again, for sure. You guys start heading down the mountain. As you get about what?
Was Louise, you were going to do
Yeah,
Pass
as we
Without
get
Trace
to
at
the
some point?
horses, so I can also include the horses in Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Because I'm going to use mostly the second feature of it that makes it so we don't leave traces when we leave.
Leave tracks. Yeah.
Leave tracks, yeah.
So you get to about halfway down this mountain pass, down to where your horses are, and you hear shouting, like echoing from within the cave itself, and it just sounds like cursing and, yeah, they're just kind of yelling and whatnot.
Damn it, Daryl!
No, Daryl wasn't Daryl dead?
Yeah,
Daryl's
no.
dead.
You got in my way.
I will say that as you get to the bottom of this trailway, at least to the bottom, there is a singular person who you see at the very, very top. It takes a while to get down there, so there's just a dot up at the top there, and it's dark outside. It was nighttime when you guys came here. So it's.
I believe we left Beacon around 6 p.m.
It would have been 10, and then this has been at least a minimum of an hour. So it's now 11. It's all getting close to midnight. So the moonlight coming down. The moonlight's coming down. It does shine right on that one spot that's there, so you can see that there's a singular person, but they are just standing at the top, looking like in your direction, and they don't look like they're moving any further in chase, but just kind of looking at where you are, and then you can easily get into the trees, and then you're out of sight of where they are.
And yeah, I cast Pulse without a trace, so they can't follow our tracks.
Gotcha.
We should still head south to stick with the story of we're heading to the caldera in case they do eventually find tracks after the hour.
Okay.
So our next couple of days' travel should be towards River at least. I think.
I'm kind of interested in seeing if this works. Like maybe sticking around town, like not around town, but like in the general vicinity, just to see what happens. I kind of feel responsible for the town.
We saw there's a bunch of powerful casters. What's to say they're unable to like see where we are, like through divination spells?
No, you're right. You're right. I know.
We're still close to
this is me, like Jason, being like, I wish we could stick around. Like I'm invested. But I know.
Okay. So you mount up on your horses, you cast Pass Without a Trace, and you begin to make your way south. I'm assuming you're giving Beacon a wide enough berth. So out into past the forest, out into the plains. Do you want to continue into the plains with the kind of the rolling hills that are here, or are you going to try and bed down for the evening somewhere? How many hours are you traveling away from where you were and you ran from them?
So many.
I think we just go. Like, I don't even know if we...
I mean, it's...
do a long rest for the night. I think we just...
Yeah, I don't think any of us are particularly drained enough to really...
all the way through the night and then a whole other day of travel.
Like, I still have all my 2nd level spells and 2 of my 3rd level spells.
Quick question, who wants Life Berry?
Me, I want Life Berry.
Oh, I'll take a few.
I'll take Life Berry.
Alright, how many?
I need 19.
19, so that's...
Oh, wait, when does the max HP thing wear off?
8 hours.
Okay, so yeah, I'll have 19 for now.
19, so that's 5...
Oh yeah, because they're so potent now.
Yeah. So 35.
Oh wait, so I only need to eat 5? Holy.
Yeah. How many did Terrell need?
20 points worth.
20 points. All right, another 5. And Rizir also you needed.
I'll take 4 of them.
4 of them.
And I'll be 1 off of max.
26. And did Blackstar need any berries?
No.
Nope. All right. I still have 26 first level 1 left and 22nd level 1.
Silly.
Yep. Alex doesn't play Duke, doesn't get focused in the battle.
Nice.
Look at that.
Real good. Feels real good.
He's like, wow, I made it out alive.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. So you travel on for the remainder of the evening. Oh,
I believe the temp HP from mental of your mental and at the end of the turns, right? So we don't have temp HP right now.
Doesn't say one.
If it doesn't say anything, it's until the next long rest.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Doesn't say.
Right,
so.
awesome.
Okay. I mean, is there a duration on the ability?
Nope.
No.
Just saying it says you gain temp HP?
5 temp HP.
So they last until your short rest or long rest?
I believe for temp HP it's until unless there's a specified duration, it's until your next long rest.
That sounds right.
That's about right.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's only for player characters. The NPCs until their short rest.
So you travel on for hours. You go past midnight into the early hours of the morning. You exit the forest. You travel along what is there is a dusty road that's available. It's not very well worn, but it is visible. It's just a difference in the topography that you can actually see. But it for miles and miles around you, just like you came across the same way going from the South Hole to Beacon and back the other way when you were heading towards the Rising Requiem. But there aren't a whole lot of, there's not like a wildlife out here. There are buzzing insects and things that are kind of out in this tall grass, kind of rolling fields scenario. Eventually you get to a point where the sun begins to peek over the horizon and light begins to flood into this kind of like a valley where the Hope's Range is kind of off in the distance off to your right hand side and the South Holt is off to your left, and you continue onwards past 8 in the morning. You've now been traveling for about 8.5 hours on your horses.
And we're still not out of the plains.
You're not out of the plains now. Here, the whole travel from Beacon to River, or in that direction at least, is all plains. Yep.
So I was gonna say we could take a detour to the South Old to rest there in the woods, and like hidden by the trees instead of in the middle of the plains.
Anybody else gonna chime in on that or have anything to say?
That sounds good to me.
I'm sorry,
No, I think that's a fine idea. We're gonna have to rest at some point to keep the horses going as well. So, it sounds like a fine plan to me.
What an exciting life you all lead.
Oh,
right.
You're still here.
At some point, yeah, Brazier would address Blackstar. Right, so much appreciated in your help there. I don't know what you intend on doing, but like we said, we're not going back to Beacon.
Well, where are you going?
I think for now we're heading south to stick with the plan or the lie we gave them. The ruse, that's the word. Thank you, Luke.
There's some news. I came from the south. In case you didn't know, I passed through River, and you seem like the adventuring sort. Maybe looking for some coin, but there's something strange going on there, and I mean, why break up the party when it's still raging? I can stay with you for a little while longer, and maybe we can get into some more trouble. Besides, I haven't cracked your shell yet, Stormy Boy, so how about it?
I already did my insight check.
All right, well, that's I think that's fine with everybody. I look around to confirm. I don't think we were intending on kicking you out, and I think we were going to at least offer for you to ride with us till the town. So if you want to stick around and we'll see what's going on there, so be it.
But about going to River, we don't know if the guys from Alisnarian, if they're going to follow us or go to Alisnarian.
Right, but if they do start looking for tracks, we want them to find some that are heading south.
Yeah, because I was going to see if they're actually going to try and follow us, like their next destination on their way would be River. So staying there might not be the best idea.
I think once we get to River, we should be good. I don't know if how much of a look they got on us, but we could blend into a crowd pretty well if we need to.
And Razir, you said you were working out of River for this, right?
Right, I was.
Is there a place we could sell all those magical weapons none of us are using?
There's probably something. There's a good bit of trade that goes through River with the river right next to it.
All right.
So there's probably some place we could unload some gear.
Oh yeah, and by the way, Black Star offer still stands. If you want one of those magical weapon one suits your fancy, you can take it. I mean, you're gonna stay with us for a while longer, it seems.
I'll have to pick through your inventory. We'll see what calls to me. The musician's muse, as you would say.
All right, you do you.
Well, for now, welcome to the group. We used to be the Raiders of Beacon, but I guess we're a bit nameless now.
No, we're throwing friends.
Throwing the boys.
Throwing the boys, yeah, that's it.
We are throwing the boys.
We are throwing the boys.
I'm such a big fan of throwing the boys.
Yeah,
you have no idea.
Yeah.
I'll have to mull it over.
I love it so much because Threll's not even close to like the party leader or like the face or anything. This is just the only not guy.
I'm typically the main attraction, not the second bill, but we'll see. Let's we can workshop some things maybe.
Oh.
But Black Star in the chats.
You've got a talent, kid.
Also, I did want to bring something up on a bit less serious note. I did notice back there you got a little something else going on with you, with some of them powers you got.
Yeah, you can kind of do the thing that Razir does.
Right, I noticed you used a little bit of a blast I'm quite familiar with.
Oh, well, I mean,
get your hands on that.
A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell on the first date, so maybe you stick around, I'll play you a little song about it.
Wait,
Fair enough.
you tell me you only need to kiss someone and then you're able to shoot magical beams?
Oh,
I think it was a figure of speech, but I'm
know,
also,
but I want to see if he's like actually kissed someone and then got magical powers.
I miss social cues like that all the time. It's okay. You don't have to. It's okay.
I just wanted to know if he had like a magical STD that let him shoot out magic.
I'll tell you after our next long rest. Maybe you'll have some magic in you too.
Oh no! Oh no!
You guys ever see that picture of the hamster that's like in the corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
On that note,
so
Black Star just continues writing. He just.
So it gets to past breakfast time now at this point. You're just heading towards River. On the plains, or are you heading over to the South Hole to rest for the horses, or what are you doing?
I think South Hole to rest is a good idea. It's really not that much of a detour. Yeah,
Okay.
like we don't have to go super far.
What we could do is move like here, here, and then from here go there, and then afterwards we can go back there, go down to River.
I'll say that you get to the South Hole without issue, without any encounters or anything. It's just scenery that you've seen before. This is now your third time on this same trek across the flatlands and to the outskirts of the forest. Kind of pick a spot that feels relatively secluded and not visible from the larger plains out in the open. Are you going to take a long rest here? Or you've been traveling for, we'll say, 9 or 10 hours.
I was going to say plus like half a day before that to actually get to Beacon.
It's true, yeah.
Because we got to Beacon like at half the day before that.
What? I didn't understand.
Like we arrived at Beacon at like around 12, around 12. We went. We talked with the mayor. Figured what was happening. Took a few hours.
It was almost dusk when you got to Beacon. It was like 4 or 5. That's why it was 6 when you left.
Oh, all right, yeah. It was that late. All right, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot of talking from everybody going on right now. So
time for bed.
Well, I'm waiting for the long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're just going.
Okay. So I'll say that you take your long rest. So go ahead and...
Actually, I think I might talk to Xander just real quick. Probably not long after talking to Blackstar. I'd be like, that was a nifty little trick you did there against that one person who popped up in front of us. That's a new one.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I feel like I'm getting stronger and I'm learning more. You know, I mean, I guess that's kind of why I'm out here, but it's it feels weird, I guess, being able to do something that I've never seen before. But I guess that's the whole special thing about me or whatever.
Yeah. Well, either way, it was pretty good. Well done.
Thanks.
Just right on the head a little bit.
After setting up camp, Blackstar will take some time before he goes to sleep, and you see him kind of set the sword up with this molten lava obsidian blade, and he kind of puts it up on a rock, and he just starts animatedly talking, like speaking with his sword, like talking to it in primordial.
Oh, what's he saying?
So at first you see him, and he kind of starts playing a song, like a smooth, the same Blackstar song that you first heard. And then as he finishes it, he says, how'd you like it, Grignac? What do you think? Are they worth our time?
Great neck?
Yeah, Grignac is what he says.
Okay.
They don't hear a response, correct?
No.
We established that? Okay.
Yes.
Danger. Danger awaits you.
Danger. It's always danger with you. I don't. Can't you expand upon it? Like, it's been danger for so long. We've been danger since Taunora. We've been danger in River. We're danger in Beacon. Like, what kind of danger, Grignac? What? Like, speak to me, man. I don't understand you.
The Dark One seeks danger. The Dark One will bring danger to you.
Did we cover which one the Dark One was? Like, I don't remember all the time. Sometimes I'm a little drunk, and sometimes I'm just tired, and sometimes you're just very boring, and so... I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I understand you're trying to help me reach potential, grow stronger, feed the flame, blah, 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 but even still, I'm at a loss.
Your song was good, as always, Blackstar.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I practice a lot. Just for you, I know you like it.
It does not satiate my hunger.
Okay. Fine.
And the Dark One is the one with the hat.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I think I remember that. Now that you've said it out loud, I'm remembering. And I kind of peer over at Razir. But he does have a certain panache to it. Like, he is, like, in a creepy uncle way. He's kind of attractive, and he's very charismatic. I'll give him that.
Uncle way.
At some point during this, I want to have taken out my harmonica and just been playing it a bit.
Oh my lord, he plays. Look at the lips on the heart. Can you see the lips, Grignac? Can you see them? Good
there
lord.
are no lips on this dead man.
I'm not dead.
Somehow, with his thin lips, he still produces such a beautiful harmony. And I kind of, as he's playing, I play like my lyre a little bit, like just an undercurrent melody. So we gotta watch him, huh?
Do not be seduced by the lack of flame.
All right. Fine. I understand. The next thing we see, I'll burn it up good for you. Would you like that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. When we get to Rival,
there's a good-looking tree right over there.
There's a whole forest here.
Yes, but this tree is very good-looking for fire.
Is it a big tree or is it a smaller tree?
It's a small tree.
Okay. I just kind of stand up and I saunter over, and I'm like pointing at like this one here.
No, to the left.
Yeah, okay. And then I produce flame and kind of like hold it on the tree, like just kind of burning it and smiling at the sword, like nodding, like, is this? Yeah.
Yes.
You like this stuff?
Yes, burn it good.
Grignac,
what are you doing? They couldn't following us.
What? I thought you were sleeping.
They couldn't be following us. What are you doing?
Pay no attention to the man in green. Burn the tree.
I produce flame again and just continue. Go back to sleep.
Yes. To
Are we
ash.
gonna keep him?
This is so sexual. I feel like I'm intruding on something.
Okay.
And I'll always feel like this because Xander speaks primordial.
But you only hear it's a one-sided conversation though. You don't hear
one side is just me talking.
It doesn't
Just like, yes.
All Xander hears is Blackstar going, "This is what you want? Yeah, this is what you want."
Oh god.
After the tree is burnt,
He's just like,
Grignac seems satisfied. Blackstar kind of stops and he's like looks around. All right. I hope you enjoyed the light show, everyone. This is in common. And then he goes back to Grignac and sleep. Grignac, we'll talk more soon, but I just wanted to check with you about this lot. These interesting party of people.
There is great potential amongst them, but I am going to rest now. Thank you for the good burn.
Of course. Anytime. For you, Grignac, most things. You know that. Good night. Good night, chap.
Good flame.
Good flame to you, too.
I was intending on having a conversation with Blackstar anyway. So this made it into a longer conversation. So about probably 10 minutes after this point, I would saunter over, take a seat next to him.
Oh, good lord. Where'd you come from?
I'm sorry. I mean, I was right over there.
Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh. You're quite skilled, kid.
And I'll say in primordial, thank you.
Ah, hells. How much of it did you hear?
Enough.
Well, glad to know you understand me.
It's a strange conversation. Do you normally talk to your sword?
I mean, the world is a theater, stage, and I'm but an actor. I put on a show, I get into character, and I emulate things. I mean, if you're not arguing in your head, then when you get into a real argument, are you going to know what to say? I mean, you got to practice, right?
So,
Don't lie to the boy, Blackstar. He has a good heart.
All right.
Oh no! It's King Kai! Oh no! Oh no!
It's not King Kai. It's Super Kami Guru.
All right, never mind. I'm lying.
Oh no! Oh no!
Can you keep a secret, kid?
maybe.
Oh, you're gonna have to, honestly,
Okay.
right?
I mean, yeah,
Gosh.
I've kept a couple of secrets before. To this day.
I got powers, kid. I got crazy powers. Did you know that the woman I came out of didn't look like me at all? She was a normal person.
I didn't know that, but now I do.
You do. I told you. It was a fact that I just gave you. But
I think this is possibly the most socially inept conversation because you're talking to someone who's horrifically unaware of social cues in the awkward way and another person who's horrifically unaware of social cues in the narcissistic way.
Oh my gosh.
my sword is a gift. It's like an heirloom, I guess you could say. Passed down I don't know how long. My mother gave it to me before she passed away. She's dead, by the by. It wasn't me that did it to her, so don't get any crazy thoughts in your head, all right? It was a normal birth. The fire started afterwards. Like I looked like this, but my hair, I didn't have any hair, I didn't have any fire. So like she was fine for a while. Okay, you're getting into the weeds of it. Don't worry about that.
So without the sword, you don't have hair?
What? How is that what you picked up from what I just said?
Well, you said I didn't have any fire, I didn't have any hair.
Yeah, I was a baby. Did you have hair when you were a baby? What's wrong with you?
Anyway.
No, anyway, gosh. All right. Look, I've ran into the Chainless before, all right? I come from Town Noro. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Kind of a rough and tumble town, Takes a real tough, strong guy, real quick with your wits, fast with your hands, flashy, panache, like stuff I got. Maybe not all of you would survive, but I did. And I left there in a hurry because of the Chainless. I don't have any love for him, but my sword gives me my power. It's an heirloom, and it's got information for me sometimes. I like to talk to him. His name's Grignac the Burning One. Super great guy.
Grignac right? The Burning One.
I think he's some sort of relative. I'm not entirely sure. I wasn't really explained any of but that's where I get most of my power from. The other side comes from, well, I mean, don't get me started on the Count, but Count Majestic, all right? He was my mentor, taught me everything I know about playing and being amazing and majestic, really, but
Black Star, tell him about the piano.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, Count Majestic, greatest bard ever, College of Glamour, head HBIC. And that, there's a curse word in there, so I won't spoil your young ears with
curse
it. But
words earn more burnt trees, Black Star.
All right, no curse words. Head, B word, in charge. You know what I'm saying? He had a piano. It was like a thing. He would whip it out, and it was on a wheel, so he could play while he walked. He was amazing. He's the most amazing person I've ever met, ever seen. Taught me everything I know. But Count Majestic told me to head north after the trouble, and I ran into you guys. I honestly didn't expect it, but here we are.
Wow. So you're, I guess you're kind of like a chosen one?
Oh boy. Chosen for the stage? Yeah, absolutely. Chosen for greatness in the theater? 100%. Yes, absolutely.
And given an heirloom that nobody else has.
Well, when you put it like that, you might as well check all the boxes because I am quite amazing, I suppose.
And you probably have some big shoes to fill.
No, I fit my shoes just fine. You see the leather on this? This is amazing. I custom made.
No,
bud.
I mean metaphorically. With whatever you have going on with this heirloom, I don't even really know what it means. And your mentor, you probably have a lot of
Count Majestic
stuff. You have Count Majestic. You probably have a lot of stuff to live up to.
Oh, I guess he taught me some things. I don't really get his deal. He's kind of an intriguing character, but I didn't know anything about the sword until I found out on my own. No one really explained that bit to me. I've just kind of been working with Grignac. He tells me some things sometimes. We get along for the most part. I just got to burn some stuff every once in a while. It's kind of weird. It's a little uncomfortable, but he's guided me fairly well so far.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you're an interesting person, and
thanks, man.
There's, we've got a bit of a ways to go to get to River, but I think you're pretty cool, for what it's worth. To kind of go out of your way and help a group of random people, just 'cause. That's
you guys did pay me.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
We did.
Yeah.
Wasn't particularly much.
Every little bit counts. I got I got a debt to pay, man. I gotta collect. I might as well be a bank at this point. I need to save some money.
Well, I I guess in a way we both have some great power to live up to, and it'll be interesting going through that journey. So I'm happy to know somebody who can kind of relate as close as possible.
Honestly, no one's ever laid it down for me like that. It does sound nice though. I feel like yeah, I've been alone for a long time. I had a gang back in the day, my personal gang that kind of did everything I wanted them to. I was big shot, but things went a little south and kind of been on my own off and on. So it is nice to have some people to pal around with for a little while. Take a little bit of the heat off myself while I do my thing.
Well, whatever background you have, at least right now, it doesn't really matter. We need all the help we can get. So,
Hey.
As we get to know you and get more comfortable with you, I'm sure you'll figure out more about our circumstances too. We've got a lot of knowledge that we can't really let fall into the wrong hands. But, if you stick around and you are kind of interested in maybe helping people instead of bossing people around.
Who have I bossed around? That's very forward of you to say.
I mean, you just said it. You said you had a gang that did everything for you.
No, you're twisting my words, I think. But all right, I see what you're saying. I did say that. Well, look, as long as there's coin to be had, and I can work towards some of my own devices, then I don't have any problem hanging out with you guys, especially if no one ends up worse off. Maybe slightly worse, but I don't do the whole slavery and chained up restriction. Everyone should be free to express themselves in their desired manner.
Yeah, I get it. All right, well, this has been nice, and I've got your secret, and if you ever want to talk again, I speak primordial, so we can just one-on-one bounce stuff off each other if you want, and nobody else would know.
That's actually really cool. I don't think I've met anyone else who speaks primordial, and you kind of surprised me with that one, but you know what? You're all right with me in my book, and I look forward to unlocking our potentials together. And I finger gun them, and when I finger gun, a little fire, kind of like a lighter, it comes out.
Oh, yeah. And I'll do the same thing, but a little snowflake comes off of mine.
Oh man, I read a book about this one time, something.
Fire
Infernos
and
and blizzards. Oh, yeah, that might be it.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Famous author.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thanks, kid.
Have a good night. And
yeah, you
your
too.
Sword. Don't do anything naughty.
It's like my ancestor, man. What's wrong with you? God. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
It's like my ancestor.
Black Star.
Yeah, Greek Knight. What's up?
You should partner with Threll, the woman.
All right. Duly noted.
She has a propensity for fire because she has a problem with flatulence.
Oh, good lord. All right. Greek Neck,
what?
Go sleep. Go sleep, big guy.
Hey, Black Star, just...
It's her only secret.
All right.
This sword is lucky I can't speak primordial. Or hear him.
Yeah. Hey, Black Star, just quick thing. I know you told me go to sleep, don't disturb you, but you're gonna have to trust me on this one. If you want your magical sword, you need to jump down this hole and deploy the portable hole.
My sword goes in the hole.
No, not your sword. You need to go in to find it.
All right.
Just a bunch of piles of stuff in there. Gotta hop down and get it.
I'll take a look.
Chest, giant bear rod, a golden statue.
Oh, actually, we have to open that chest.
Black Star.
That's true. We do have to open that chest.
Grigneck.
This hole has potential. There is a particularly flammable bear skin at the bottom of it.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare burn that bear skin rug.
He jumps down with just his smoke rising out of the hole.
All right, Grigneck. We'll get it. Don't worry, we'll get it. And I'm gonna cover Grigneck. Now go to sleep. I'm gonna cover like a bed, like a sheet up to like the top of the sword, like just the blade part, and I like
tuck the sword in.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It's on the forehead.
I'm go looking for a new weapon.
Yeah. I don't actually remember what weapons they actually ordered. I just have 10 different battle axes in the portable hole
it was assorted. It was like one of each kind of weapon.
All right, so there's just a sword. Yeah, all right. So I'm just going to remove one from the portable hole because I'm guessing Alex is going to take one.
Yeah, it'll just say it's whatever type of weapon.
Yeah, it's a +1. I guess it'd be a longsword or whatever.
Yeah, longsword.
Yeah, +1 longsword. Adamantine.
Thank you.
Also, before everyone goes to bed, guys, we need to open this chest. Do you guys think now is a good time?
I mean,
well,
can you we figured out there was magic around the chest, right?
Yeah, there was a magical trap, and it was physically locked.
Yes. Well, I believe Black Star told us you can lockpick, but do we have? Does anyone?
Did I pick it up?
Does anyone have dispel magic?
I did not pick it up. Well, now's a good time to bite the bullet.
I mean, I'll stay far away with healing word prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my literal last spell slot. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I guess. Yeah. Do a unlock it and run.
So I'm sorry.
The magic was only just small fireworks.
I was reading. So what did you say you were gonna do just now? You're gonna use a.
I think we're gonna open up that other chest we got out of the Rising Requiem.
Yeah, it's more like we're going to ask Black Star to open up the chest.
It's magically, it's magically trapped and it's locked, which is what you just said. So what are you doing with it? You're just gonna unlock it?
I think we're just gonna go for it. We can unlock it and then attach a rope to it and pull it open from a distance.
And I'm gonna stay further from it so I can heal anyone if it goes badly.
Okay.
We'll move away from our stuff, put it in an open-ish space. Have Black Star
next to the tree. Black Star just burn.
We could do that. Have him unlock it and then move away, and then we'll attach a rope to the top and pull it open from a distance because we know it's trapped. So we're trying to avoid
minimize
getting caught.
The damage.
Yeah, okay. And the last one was a big poison cloud, so we're assuming it's something similar. So we're planning accordingly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, giant poison cloud that nearly killed 3 of us. That was brutal.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Black Star, they're asking you to unlock the chest.
Black Star goes up to it and then kind of looks and, why are you all standing so far away?
I'll cast guidance on Black Star.
Thanks.
Last so fun. Chest we opened, there was a giant poison cloud.
This one's probably trapped too. So if you just want to unlock it,
but
and
don't
then
worry,
move away,
I'm standing back with with healing spell prepared. So if
and
you go down,
we're gonna open it from range with a rope and.
I know I'm new, but it seems unfair. And I go ahead and
I mean, you did just burn down a tree that could have given our location away, so that's the price.
I didn't mean to do that one. That's the Bear's Endurance one. I do Cat's Grace.
Okay, and I guidance you.
Okay. So go ahead and make a dexterity check and add your proficiency bonus.
Proficiency and D4 and advantage.
So plus proficiency 23 and then a D4. is 25.
25. Well, that'll do it. So as you kind of get down, and you can see that as you insert the lockpicks into the lock, and you're kind of finagling with them a little bit, there's a little bit of a spark that comes out of the lock. You're like, that's weird. Okay, and you kind of like pull them out and examine it for a second. Didn't seem to have damaged the lockpicks, and you find just the right spot, and there's a click sound. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Hooray! Wait, is it for saving throws also? Oh, it's only dexterity check, so I don't have advantage on the saving. Okay. Heck yeah.
Nice. So you only take 4 points of lightning damage as it unclicks, and there's like a little of lightning that comes out of the front of where the lock was. And shocks you. But it is unlocked.
That was uncomfortable. It shocked me. But
that's different. You might want to stand back. We're gonna open it, and just in case there's something else happening.
Absolutely. No, I'm good. I had inspired myself earlier. I'm fine.
All right. Oh yeah, we still have 10 HP.
I walk away.
So you somehow finagle a rope into the locking mechanism or latch
we
or
like
whatever
tie
it
it to
is,
the top of the thing and pull from a distance.
Okay. So you stand. How far away do you stand with the rope?
It's a 50-foot rope, right?
50-foot rope. So
we tied 3 of them together, so we're 150 feet away.
Yes.
Okay.
And the weight of the rope at this point is just like.
Yep. So you stand 150 feet away, and you pull, and you see off in the distance a little. And some of the branches kind of fall down and everything. It was definitely some kind of electricity aura around the around the chest.
We did it. We're the best at dealing with traps. Set them off from a safe distance.
150 feet
disarm
away.
the trap also?
It's a magical trap, so you could have made I mean, they bypassed it, or they opened it regardless.
I forget.
Dude,
I can do.
And
not
I
just
love
loud.
this song.
We'll work on our techniques for certain things as we grow as a party.
Yeah,
I mean,
when one of us gets to spell magic, me, then we'll be fine. But
yeah, hopefully we'll be able to buy scrolls and.
Yeah, when we actually get that downtime.
Okay. On the inside of the chest, as you go over and approach it, there are
absolutely nothing.
There are a number of scrolls on the inside.
Missile magic.
Amazing.
I don't know if it's what you're looking for, but they're there. A number of scrolls. There is a small pouch nestled inside that looks to have a single ring on the inside of it, and also a piece of chalk that's kind of tucked into a little pocket that's there. So who's ready to take some notes? I'm going to copy and paste 2 of these items, although they require you to sit with them, but obviously you have time to do that now.
Yeah, we're about the long rest.
However, the other items can be found on D&D Beyond. So the first one, whoever's ready to take
I'm
stock.
ready, baby.
The first item is a scroll of wrist pocket.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fun one.
The second one is a scroll of fortune's favor.
Wait, those are all Dunaman's spells.
The third one is a scroll of disguise self.
No, they're not.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. The fourth one is a scroll of knock.
Nice.
Yeah, Blackthorn, you can leave now.
The last scroll that's inside is a scroll of speak with dead.
Ooh.
Jason's like losing his mind right now. Okay.
I'm gonna need a lot of materials, guys.
So,
River is going to make a money out of me.
Yeah.
The other items are not to be found on D&D Beyond, and I will go ahead and open Discord.
So I just checked. Yeah, the Speak with Dead scroll. The only ones who could actually use it are me and Blackstar.
Take it. I have everything else I need.
Yeah, no, everything
Guys,
else.
Feel free.
Okay. Here is the first item. This is a ring. It is, I don't know how to pronounce this word.
I'll pronounce it for you.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Here we go. Ready? The Ring of Stored Vitality.
Yeah, you got it.
That's not the word.
Oh.
Is it Chalcedony?
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I think so.
I mean, you could just ask Google.
Yeah, it's Chalcedony.
Chalcedony.
Chalcedony was Google.
I see DOH.
Chalcedony?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Chalcedony.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you, Google.
it's a silicate oxide.
It's... Anyways, this ring is oddly situational. However, it does seem to line up with some other things that you have at your disposal.
Action suffer a level of exhaustion. Gains its courage.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I see. Guys, this is basically free take potion, get stronger, and undo it. That's what this is.
You got to build up the charges first.
Oh. Yeah.
But yes, that's exactly what this is.
Take the potion for free, cure yourself, and then you just basically free yourself of any exhaustion. I see. That's okay. I like that.
Stored undo exhaustions. That's pretty cool.
It is. Now, for the chalk. This is called the Chalk of Exodus.
I'll take this one too, guys. Is this a chalk zone? Dude, this is chalk zone.
Oh.
It's only 10 charges, though.
You can go 10 miles.
How detailed does this door have to be? Like, do I gotta color it in?
It doesn't matter. It's just it uses a charge when you...
Dude, that's so cool. What a great item. That's a great item.
Yeah, it's only 10 miles, but it could be useful.
10 miles is 10 miles, dude. That's a good distance.
Right.
And
so
yeah.
like all of these things go to Xander, don't they? Except for the...
Yeah, except for the ring. Everything else goes to me. The ring and the scroll of Speak with Dead.
Keeping in mind, there were a lot of things that were looted from the Rising Requiem that everybody kind of got to get a hold of. And I don't think Xander really got anything from the Rising Requiem.
I got a dinosaur bone.
Dinosaur and the glasses that Gasset.
And the golden glasses, yeah.
And I believe that's it, yeah.
So, yeah.
Who's carrying the carpet right now? Is it in the hole?
It must have been in the hole, yeah.
Just realized.
Sky's Self is a first level scroll.
Well, if you guys...
I don't think we ever mentioned who collected it.
Just if
I
you
believe
could...
At first we said Shaku was carrying it.
Yeah, Shaku was carrying it.
He would have given it up to somebody else, yeah.
Yeah.
The hole.
If you guys would just like these magic items, like just make sure that they're on somebody so that if it comes down to a thing where we have to, whoever has it, just write it somewhere.
I'm taking down right now the spell scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, that's so nice. All right, so then that's at least one more second.
So you can't get Speak with Dead? Doesn't
no,
the Wizard spell list?
No, it's not under it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Wrist Pocket's a second level too, right? Or is it first level?
I believe it's first level.
I wouldn't think it was second level. It's
first level. Okay.
Yeah. That's like borderline a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's a party trick.
Yeah.
But I still like it.
It definitely has its uses, for
Oh,
sure.
no, for sure.
I figured Xander would like having that down the road.
Okay.
We'll see where it comes into play.
That...
And the other ones, obviously.
No, yeah, for sure.
I've been sitting on this, waiting for you guys to open this.
I've been like, guys, man, I really wish I could get some spells up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants said ring?
Not me.
Ring of Stored Vitality.
Well, I mean,
Take it.
none of us really have anything to do with.
I can't use it. I'm already full on attunements, so not me.
And I mean, I already have the ring and the cudgel. I'll be at 2 as well. Oh, well, I'm at full. I'm at 2.
Does Thrall have anything she's attuned to?
Yeah.
It's so crazy because Fortune's Favor is like, I mean, it's basically silvery barbs, but like at will. And it's also basically my chronal shift feature, but at will. I have 3 different ways of getting people to re-roll dice.
It's pretty sweet. Okay.
So who's taking the ring?
I'll take it.
Okay, cool. You can get rid of exhaustion.
Yeah,
and which one of you is taking the Speak with Dead scroll?
I'll add this.
It's either me or you, Blackstar.
What, the second item?
Yeah.
The scroll?
The scroll of Speak with Dead.
I'll take it.
Take it, yeah.
All right, cool. Couple things for Blackstar then.
Navon.
But more importantly, who wants the chest that these things were in?
I feel like Trell likes chests.
We could probably just throw it back in the hole for now.
Yeah.
Use it to organize the hole.
Okay.
So just write empty chest in the whole inventory.
Also
what
at this
I'll
point
do is because I have chest from Master's Office, in the notes I'll add empty in the portable hole.
Nice.
Also at this point, I would like to give the potion of Fire Giant Strength to Threll.
Why?
Because I had that given to me, and it's not helpful to me even remotely.
Is there another item? Is there an item that Xander might want that somebody else has right now?
I do have to get off.
I gave him the pocket watch.
I gave it to him. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, there should have been some RP associated with that.
Yeah, I mean, I never used it for that reason. I was like, we'll put it to the side. We'll save that for some RP purpose later. But
sorry.
Whenever I gave it to him, you can bring that up if you want to talk about it.
I do have to head out, boys, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right.
But we're getting a long rest, right? Is that...
Yeah, go ahead and take a long rest.
So make sure you level up before next week.
No.
That's true. Okay. I will.
And just to be clear, we're heading to River.
Yes.
So that's what I'm preparing for next session.
For some downtime.
Yeah.
We're just kind of heading there, and
are you sure you want some downtime?
We're heading to
We don't have a
River.
long-term plan. we don't have a long-term plan. We might check out the thing Blackstar mentioned.
Yeah, the strange occurrence.
We're just gonna go from there somewhere.
But, all right. Good gaming, boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talk
Sounds
to y'all later.
Good night.
See ya.
Bye.